We are once again back with Dark Waters and the Tales of Transea. I am your Dungeon Master, Dan Fighter, bringing you a cast of lovely, lovely players. Starting us off, tell us who you are and who you're playing. Hector.
Hello, my name is Hector, also known as Okami, everywhere on the internet. My pronouns are he, they, and I am playing Yabisi Leaf Dancer, Wood Elf Paladin, devotee of Pan.
Hell yes. Next up, Mike.
Hey, I'm Mike. Pronouns are he, him. Can be found on all things internety under either Run Like Craig or Lumberjack K8, depending on the platform. I will be playing Jasper Skylark, the half-elven bard, with absolutely nothing worrying in his backstory. Don't worry, he's just a really nice guy.
He's a really nice guy, and nothing bad will ever happen to him.
Ever.
Exactly.
Next up, Assis.
Oh, hi, I'm Assis, my pronouns are she, her. I am playing the Eladrin warlock Estrogen, whose pronouns are also she, her, and she's a completely normal person, and she is completely mentally healthy, and everything is fine.
Mental health is important, yes.
Oh, God.
Yeah, I'm not letting you forget the voice. And then we have Anna.
I'm Anna O'Reilly, whichever one you prefer. I use the them pronouns, and I am playing Devana Tarot, they she pronouns, a half-orc cleric of the nature domain, whose natural state of being is just anxiety, honestly. Yeah, that's it.
And of course, we shall delve way further into that anxiety soon enough. And last but certainly not least is the host himself. We have the Pantsless man, Steve.
Hello. Hi. This is Steve. You know me as Mr. Pants or No Pants, whatever. Welcome to episode 2 of Dark Waters, which, holy shit, we actually are doing episode 2. Totally didn't take like a 3-week break for no fucking reason. Well, valid reasons, but you know what I mean. Today's game session is also a fundraiser. It's part of a charity, is a mutual aid charity stream rate train. Wow, that's so many fucking words. But that's what it is. We are supporting one of my closest friends, Jazz, and his fiance. Fiance. Fuck, I can't. Anyway, to help with moving fees, because the UK sucks apparently. Sorry, Mike. And there have been changes in certain rules, which has led to them being evicted from their apartment because landlords are pieces of shit. And we are trying to help them with emergency fundraising. Their total goal is £1,600 to help with moving fees, with finding a new place to put down the deposit, and to find the fucking to pay the fucking moving truck and all that other stuff included. There are a bunch of incentives that you can use to donate to the cause. From something as simple as $3 gives you an extra D4, to something as cool as $69 leads to a goblin with a fat ass is what one of the PCs turns into, which I think is hilarious. There was also an option to turn to summon a romanceable dragon, but Tan has vetoed that, and I am low-key annoyed. But it doesn't fit with the story, and that's fair because you need to respect the lore maker. Otherwise, he will smite us, and then that's no fun for anyone involved. So yeah. Anyway, that's enough of rambling from me. I think it's time for Tan to start some rambling so that I can take a break.
So first of all, I can smite you and it will be enjoyable for me. Secondly, there are all sorts of fun duration incentives, mechanical and roleplay heavy, which will be great. And let's see if we hit any of those. And from that point, zooming us back in to Transea, or more particularly to the town of Phandalin. Last we left our adventurers, they had been assigned a simple, maybe even a familiar job to transport some goods for one Gundren Rockseeker to meet up in Phandalin at a provision shop. From there, he had alluded he had learned something big, and all sorts of things are in the works, and to meet him there. However, on the Tribo Trail on the path to the town, the party was ambushed by goblins, and with what was surprisingly a near death encounter for the party, they fought off the goblins and befriended two of them by the name of Hike and Pike and brought them along with them, getting some information that it seems Gundren and his companion Silda Hallwinter have been kidnapped by these goblins under the command of their king of the tribe, or King Grol. And they made their way to the town. They got some news from Barton, the person they were delivering the goods to, who gave them a lay of the land and how there seems to be some bandits about town making life hard for everyone called the Red Brands. They were paid for their due diligence with the goods, and they were asked to rescue Zelda and Gundren from whatever fate awaits them. But the party, wounded, decides first to go rest their weary bones at a nearby inn. Uh, while Mellow Sprout and Divana, both of them, break off from the party and start heading towards a alchemist or herbalist shop to look for salves, potions, what have you. And on the way there, Divana got a concerning message in their head, something that alludes to some danger perhaps approaching Divana. And we shall pick up right from there. Divana, you get
Hey.
that message in your head.
Yeah, I think
As
also when you
told. Yeah.
Yeah, I think also you mentioned that or after the session lesson that the amulet that Devana's wearing was like a broken off like half sun that seems like it's part of a like a couple started humming, right? And I think I think Devana sort of comes out of that and just sort of stunned, like looking around for a second, trying to figure out if trying to look if there's anything that they can see. But I'm sure that's not the case. And just okay, concerning. And we'll park that to process later. I think I think they're just currently like a little bit stunned, and I think because everything they're with Sprout and they're trying to like get buy something. I think they want to,
Yeah.
find it,
Sprout,
not do this here.
yeah, Sprout doesn't seem to have noticed what happened. Like, you can't just, like, for everyone outside your mind, like, you can't just stopped for a second and kept walking.
Yeah. I think they're sort of trying to. I mean, it's not the first time I assume that weird stuff has happened. And I think
Weird stuff usually happens either when you're going to bed or when you're already asleep.
yeah.
This is probably the first time it's happened in broad daylight while you're walking around.
Yeah, and I think they absolutely like take note of that, like, oh, this is new. But I think because the nature of it is somewhat
Yeah.
similar to what they've done. Well, we'll deal with this at a later point. And I think they'll try and go into the store first to get what they need, and then get the heck back to like the inn.
Yeah. You head on up the like steps into like the shop, and you first like notice like the door's open already, and looking around, this place has been ransacked. You see the shelves are broken, there's shattered glass on the floor in different places. Wood has been scraped and broken, like the floorboards themselves. The counters are caved in with like what looks like some big like blunt object was like used to smash it open essentially. What is your passive perception?
That is a good question. That is 12, so not very high.
Well, in which case, roll me a perception check.
Right. Well, it's not very good. That is 8.
All right. You look around, and the shop looks deserted for the most part. With the initial passive 12, you notice just like one detail. And as you're kind of like, scanning the room, you hear just ragged breathing, just like a
Oh, no.
coming from somewhere on the other end of the counter.
Yeah, I think they sort of freeze, uh, and they go like, "Hello," and we'll slightly step towards the counter.
You don't get any answer to the hello immediately. As you step over, like, do you approach the counter all the way?
This is such an interesting question. I think very slowly. Not, yeah. I guess so.
Okay. You step over and you look like kind of beyond the other side. You see there is a halfling, looking probably like a little older side, maybe in the 40s. They seem to have a big gaping wound in their gut, and blood has begun to pool all around them, and they're just on the ground clutching onto it. And you see like to like their left there is like what looks like a vial that seems to have fallen over and just shattered on the ground, and they're just like clutching on. And as you kind of come over the counter, they like look up and just go, "You help me."
Yeah. And I'm a lot of healing spells, so they're gonna try. They're in the apothecary anyway, so they're gonna try and I'm gonna try and find whatever I can to like healing potions or whatever, herbs, just anything that might help, even if it's like a medical kit like band-aids
Yeah.
or whatever.
I would say roll me a medicine check. Looking around, there isn't too much left in the shop, but you might be able to scrape something together.
That is 18.
All right. If you said 4, I was gonna have a very different.
No.
Yeah, no,
I forgot
18.
to add my modifier for a sec.
uh, within 18, you're able to find like some, some crushed like healing salves and all that weren't fully like done all the way, but you can jury rig them enough with your own skill. And like, you pull up this like paste and start like applying it. And you see the breathing gets a little less ragged, and they look at you and just, "Thank you, friend."
What happened?
And you see like they kind of like straighten up a bit and just like spit a little blood to the side. "Oh, what usually happens around these parts? Red brands came, took what they wanted. I didn't want them to find certain things, and well, this is what they do."
Oh, that's awful. I'm sorry. And I think that I will sort of try and try and like it has obviously helped some of the wounds, but like try and check for any other injuries that might be might be need to take care of. But then we'll help sort of
Yeah.
make them more comfortable. Try and get them to sit up where where
Mhm.
possible.
Within 18, I'll say you help a bit more, and like you're able to like get them up to like sit, and they just go, "Well, if you hadn't showed up, I suppose it would have been the last few of my breaths. So, thank you for that. Name's Remfrey. I own this shop."
Oh, yeah. My name's Devana. I'm I do healing. I work at the
I can
apothecary.
certainly see that.
Yeah. Do it. Can I? Do we find someone to
Like,
do
kind
we
of
live around here?
looks around like the windows real quick and like looks back at you. Just, "Oh, I live right here. They were here looking for my lab and my kit. They wanted to find the means of production to make more potions of healing and what have you. But an alchemist like myself doesn't really let go of those things that easily." And you see very proudly, like they pat on like the floor where like they were like sprawled on the ground, and just go, "It's easy to hide my trapdoor for the lab when people are looking for it if I'm just sprawled on over it. But we shouldn't be talking out here. They might come back." So, and you see, they kind of like get off like a little stool, go and open the trapdoor, and like kind of leads you downstairs.
Oh, okay. And just like just start falling down. Like, oh, what have I done now?
And you see as you like go down to like the lower level, it's like a nice little like cellar essentially that has been fully refactored into a like very well like maintained like alchemist lab. You see all kinds of different like flasks and potions in the making. You see along like the ceiling of it, there's like strings of different flowers and herbs that are just like hanging off, like different ingredients and whatnot. And they just look at you and go, well, most of the shops is gone, but a good turn deserves another. I would ask, what were you coming to my shop for?
I was just looking for eating supplies. Um,
Ah,
my friends and I had a little encounter today, and well, I still new to spellcasting a little bit. So I was looking for more, well, non-magical things, I guess.
well, these also are, well, partially magical, but I understand what you
Oh,
mean.
yeah.
And you see they turn over to like their desk, start like moving stuff around, and they pull up like these two little like sealed jars and like what looks like one small like flask that's shiny red. They go, it's not much, but for now, these are all the stocks I have, and for saving my life, it's the least I can do to, pay in kind. And you see they kind of push these into your hands, and you can add one potion of healing and
Mhm.
two healing salves to your inventory. The way healing salves work is they take an action to apply,
Mhm.
and they heal you for 1d4 hit points.
Cool. Okay. Yeah, I think they'll take them and be like, "Oh, are you sure? I can pay."
Oh, what am I going to do with money right now? I still have to fix and clean this place up.
Right. Well, I mean, I don't know how long I'll be in town for, but I can try and help. Maybe
Well,
it depends.
if you want to help, I suppose. Looking at your weapons and whatnot, you could certainly go take care of these bandits. Won't be the only one who's happy about that. But then again, if you are new in town, looking at your state, I would also advise maybe keep your head down for a little bit. Don't want to run into them in your state. That could end poorly.
Right. Right. No, I got that. Is there anything else I can do for you?
Looks at you like, oh, you've done more than enough, lass. It's it's good enough that you came and saved my life. Think I'll just spend the next few days in this cellar so I don't draw any attention to myself.
Right. Okay. Is there? Do you know of any places close by where I can gather herbs?
Ah,
Healing herbs.
I mean, you can pay a visit to the Shrine of Luck. Uh, that serves as a temple to a lot of the major deities, and usually Sister Garael there has a stock of some herbs here or there. If you want anything beyond that, you could hit up old Darren Edermart at his orchard to the west. And if not then of course there is the Neverwinter Wood and the outskirts of the Tribor Trail outside.
Right. Okay. Thanks. Yeah. If you need anything, I'll be staying at the town's inn.
Stonehill Inn, yes. I mean, I doubt I'll be leaving this little basement for some time. Have a lot of cooking to do.
Yeah. All right. Well, then I'll leave you to it. Take good care.
You as well, and once again, thank you.
Yes, of course. I'm glad I found you too. Yeah. And
He kind of just like smiles and like gives you like a nod again. Yeah.
yeah, they'll go up now and make sure it's Sprouts there as well.
Yeah, Sprout was kind of like just with you, like just observing what was happening, bouncing around, looking at the plants, trying to talk to them.
Yeah, I think they'll
Yeah.
find their way to the inn, but they're gonna specifically look for Jasper if he's around somewhere.
I'll say all of them went to the inside. So yeah, you start moving there essentially, and from there we got on over to the rest of the party. You guys all step through like the doors into the Stonehill Inn, and it's like late afternoon right now. There aren't too many people in here. Like most people are still like getting done with their like work essentially. But you see as you enter, there is what looks like a human in like probably his like late 30s, kind of wiping the counter as he sees you come in and kind of just like looks a little like surprised looking at like strangers in like such a small town, but just goes, welcome.
Hello. And I walk up to the human and I'm like, greetings. I'm here to book some rooms. How much is your rate for the night? My friends and I are travelers, and we just need a place to rest our heads for the evening.
How many rooms are you looking for?
2, 3, 4, 5. There's 7 of us, so 3 rooms.
We should have 3 rooms still. That would be 3 gold for the night.
Okay, excellent. And I go in and I get 3 gold coins, and I set them on the counter. Does this include food?
He looks at you. I can certainly include a couple of meals, right? But anything beyond that, of course, you'll have to still pay.
Estrogen, or could you be willing to front for the food? We could divvy up the cost later.
I can do that. I'm happy to help my friends.
Oh, thank you so much. Could you just give me like 1 more gold? Actually, in Elvish, I'll say, could I just have 1 more gold? That way we can just have good meal.
I give 2 gold. I'm
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
You as you like start like divvying the gold out, and like he kind of like reaches down, like starts looking for like room keys essentially. While that's happening, you guys also get like a look around the rest of the tavern for a second, and you basically see like the lower floor is just like a couple of like tables, a few booths on the side. There looks like one like empty space to one end, like in case there's like a bard performance or something gonna happen. And you see next to that itself, there's like a little staircase that goes up to what you would imagine are the rooms. Looking across the tables, you see there's a handful of what look like locals just taking a break or having a late lunch or something. They're all like just very slowly eyeing you, trying not to make a big deal, but they aren't very subtle about it. You any one of you can also give me a perception check.
What?
Yeah, I think I'm gonna do that as well.
All right.
Just because, like, I'm kind of looking around to see who's watching us. That's kind of like what my thing is.
Mm-hmm.
Because
so am I, but
we
I'm
are
waving at them.
So just a 9 for Jasper. He spotted the stage, and that's all he's focused on.
Just like
22.
22.
22.
All right. And like since Jaspol's rolled, Sapphire, Estrogen, if you want to roll, you can also do it.
Might as well.
Yeah, might as well. 16. All right.
15.
Sapphire? 15. Okay.
We're all willing to perceive these nuts.
I'm sorry, what?
So the thing at the start about me smiting someone randomly. Anyway.
Oh yeah.
So we'll take this one by one. So we'll start with Yabisi. You firstly over here, just a couple of things as you're like standing near like the counter itself. Where is it? Yeah, you hear some waitress like kind of whispering to one of the patrons there, just mentioning her name, Sister Grail. And she's just going, "Did you hear she came back after a couple of days. We're covered in bandages and wounds. What's that about? And you see the patron kind of responds and just goes like, "Well, at least she, you know, is fine. If it was anything worse, I'm sure Adamat would have stepped in, given his line." And you hear another group on the side, like kind of whispering about, "Did you hear there's orcs moving in on the east end of the Tribal Trail? The townmaster, for once, is actually looking to do something about it. Not that he wants to do anything about everyone in town or the bandits we're dealing with, but I guess we can't have everything." And you see, like, all of those whisperings are happening, and you see, like, you kind of like don't notice for a second, like, as you kind of like taking these details in, you kind of bump your leg against like a chair near you, and you obviously like knee-jerk reaction, like look over, like, oh oops, kind of a thing. uh as you look over, there's like a table where there's two people sitting. There seems to be one human, probably like early 30s, kind of scruffy, like, unkept like beard, like beginning to grow out, looks fully exhausted, like hasn't slept in days, is wearing a disheveled sailor's outfit, essentially. You see at his side there is a flintlock pistol that's like just kept like in its own little like holster. You see there's a little cutlass to the side, and he's kind of just like sprawled over the table. And like when you did that, he kind of like looked up at you, and the chair you bumped into, you see there is a very small, like brownish gray kobold sitting in it. In front of him, there were a bunch of these big books and scrolls like scattered around, and was wearing like these long, froopy, like brown robes. And with a 22, you notice one very odd detail about this kobold, and that is he has this like almost bandolier sash around his like entire like torso, and across the sash he has little like pins or holy symbols attached. And what's odd is, you see, going down the entire sash, he seems to have holy symbols of all sorts of different gods all at once. And that feels odd to you because, well, a lot of gods may not take kindly to you worshipping certain other gods. Like,
Mm-hmm.
you in your line would know, like, Udot is like the god of the earth. And
Mm-hmm.
Udot does not get along at all with Kelpie, the god of the ocean, or like the seas. And exactly. But this kobold has both of them on his like bandolier, and many other gods which, like, you would recognize, like Selima, Brucolina. You would even notice a symbol for rose, for autumn, for Pan, like,
Oh.
and then all the major deities like Ilmatar, Ladarius, Tempest, Talus, what have you. And yeah.
Well, a quick follow-up question before we get to the other people, since I'm
Yeah.
seeing all these symbols. Are they like well kept?
Very
Could my
immaculate.
character? Well, I'm just so used to playing a himbo, and my character's just a little bit smarter than my last one. So, is it possible he's just a holy amulet salesman?
So I will let you answer that question
Because
itself from what immediately happens when you bump into the chair. You look over to see
yeah,
this go. He kind of, with your size difference, he kind of gets like jumped off the chair a little, and you just
oh,
like he's just
I'm
like,
so
oh,
sorry.
no,
I'm so sorry.
no,
I'm
no,
so sorry. Are you?
it's absolutely fine.
I'm so.
I'm
Are
fine.
those your wares? I apologize. They're
My
very
my
well kept.
wares.
Yeah,
Well,
I point to the symbols.
I do have extras that I sell sometimes to make
Oh,
ends meet.
these are all your personal ones?
Yeah, of course. Is that okay?
No, it's fine by me. I assumed because some of the deities that you have symbols for do not get along.
As you start saying that, you see Katya first, like, he just goes, "Oh my god, are you a paladin of Pan?"
Yes, I am.
Huh?
You didn't notice, and I point at the
Yeah.
I pull up the thick the wool cloak that looks like a local, and it has the block printed like panpipes or
Mm-hmm.
whichever symbol that you decide. I assumed it
Yeah,
was like 10 pints, maybe some
Yeah.
unicorns. And he's got you can see the block printed on the linen over,
Yeah.
tabard. He's like, yes.
He's like, well, that is fantastic. And you see he like reaches down and pulls up on his symbol of pan. And you see he
Mhm.
pulls it up and he moves it to the top of his sash, and he just like quickly folds his hands and says a very short prayer. And he looks up at you and just goes, well, Pan doesn't have too many paladins or people wandering, spreading his name. So it is a very rare and momentous thing to run into one. And, well, if
I
you
shake
ever,
his hand. I reach down and I shake his hand.
yeah.
Very warmly, and I'm like, thank you so much for honoring all of the gods, even the ones that don't get along. There needs to be more faithful in this world.
Well,
May I buy you a drink?
Oh, I suppose, yeah. And you see the sailor who's also at the table is just very like cautiously like eyeing you this entire time.
Well, my name is Ubisi, and I get some change, like one of the gold coins. I want to change it out into like silver. And I'm just gonna like give the like a silver to the bartender and be like, could you just make sure that this passed out sailor and this very nice, I'm so sorry, what's your name?
You see, the kobold looks up. My name is Risf.
Okay. Just make sure that Risk gets a drink, and so does his friend. And I just, slide a silver over because a beer is probably a few copper.
Yeah. It's like 2 copper here. And you see the sailor like looks up and he just goes, name's Pliskin. What are you
Pliskin?
in town
As
for?
in Snake Pliskin?
He looks at you like just narrows his eyes. Ha.
Well, it's just. I apologize. I like reading novels. Do not be fooled by all this armor and accoutrement. I do like reading books.
Well, tell me this, paladin that likes to read books. What are you in town for?
Oh, my friends and I are travelers. We were just finishing an errand, getting some rest.
Well, this place is a little dangerous, so I'd advise you to be cautious, but regardless, forgive my paranoia, but we've just run into a lot of trouble on the way ourselves. But Risf is a good judge of character, and you see restaurants. I am, and you see Pliskit just goes, so, and like as the drinks come in, he like raises a mug to you, and he's just like, well met. And you see during which Risf also like turns to you and starts answering what you said. Like, well, yeah, about you mentioning the multi-deity worship. I just feel that each of the gods and their tenets have something that's useful to us in our lives and something that we can learn from. And I feel all of them have done so much for their followers and for the world that we can learn a little thing or two from all of them. So every day I pray to one god, and then I move my sash, and then I pray to the next god. And like he basically has like a queue of gods he prays to every day. And sometimes they do get upset, but then I just pray for forgiveness, and then I keep praying because I don't know. I like learning, and like you see, points to his like tomes and stuff. I am very curious about the gods and their divinity and how the deities actually function and what they mean and how divinity interacts with the mortal plane. And I've been researching all sorts of things about fun gods. And well, this town actually has a little shrine, which one of the rarest shrines on the Sword Coast that prays to many major gods. Actually, the prime deity there is Timora, of course, but I plan to go and give my respects to each of the idols there this evening and then tomorrow morning as well.
Well, perhaps I'll see you there in the morning. Enjoy your drinks, friends. And I would, as a player, like to pivot to what everyone else in the inn sees other than I do? Because I feel like I looked and I snatched these NPCs for us, but like, what else is
Yeah,
going
yeah.
on? So I want to cede
Sure.
the spotlight to
Hell yeah.
everyone else with.
Yeah, I was literally about to move as well. Perfect. Like essentially, hell yeah, DM to DM communication. But yeah, as that happens, meanwhile, Estrogen, you got a 16. Uh, with 16, you start looking around. A few people are giving you like a side eye. It's like looking at you like curiously, and
I'm just like, hi,
they
every
don't
person.
wave back. You see, they very quickly turn away and just like chug their drink. And as that is happening, though, your eyes go to like one of the corner booths where you see there is a woman sitting there, uh, alone. She has a glass of wine in like one hand. She's kind of like, kind of playing around with having a few sips. And with the other hand, she has it like over her table. She seems to be writing in like a journal or some book of some kind. And you see she has beautiful, like fiery red hair, long, like these like kind of layered red robes with like hints of like black and whatnot. No symbol or heraldry on any of it. Uh, and she's kind of like just sitting there, focused on her thing, having a sip and writing something. And she does not look local to you.
But does she look? She doesn't look at me either.
She doesn't look at you.
Hmm. Interesting. Someone who's not looking at me. I must bother them. Yeah, I will literally like go up, like kind of just run up to her, meanwhile still waving at anyone I see on the side, and be like, "Hi, I'm new here. What are you writing?"
You see, like mid sip, she just like stops, like looks up. Um, hello. Uh, and you see, almost like in the same breath as the hello, very subtly, she had just like flipped her book close. And you see, she just looks at you like, uh, well, if you're new here, that makes two of us. Welcome. What can I do for you?
Oh, I mean, you you're also new here. Do you want to join my friends? I've made a lot of friends. Like they're all new here.
Um, again, join your friends. She kind of like looks over, like sees the party walking in, right? And she just goes, so you're an adventuring crew, from what I gather. Why are you coming up to me with this generous offer?
I don't know. You just kind of stuck out, and you also didn't look at me.
I'm sorry?
You didn't look at me, and everyone at the tavern was looking at me, and I'm not sure why, but that means there's a reason, there's something about you.
Hmm. Roll me a persuasion with disadvantage, please.
Oh Jesus!
Uh,
It's the second one. Okay. I mean,
what you
the
get?
disadvantage is a 17, so
Okay. Oh, she's also rolling, don't worry. Uh, she looks at you and she just goes, hmm. Now, I don't mean to come off as rude to someone so forward, but that does give me a vibe that you might be a little expectant of attention.
I mean, I can't say I don't like it. Attention
Liking
can
it
be
is
fun.
different. You don't look noble, but I must say, the offer is interesting, especially with, let's just say, someone like you in tow. However, unfortunately, at the moment, I am dealing with my own surveillance and research at the moment. I have my own little job I'm working on, you see. However, once that job has been dealt with, perhaps there is an avenue for us to work together.
Yeah, sure. I mean, even if you just want to like not sit alone while having a meal, I'm sure my friends would be very happy to
Hmm.
have you join us. Um,
I'm not really one who's, big on crowds, really, but again, you're kind. It seems to be a rarity in these parts, so that is appreciated. If anything, might I get you a glass as well? And she like kind of gestures to her own wine glass.
oh no, that's fine. I can buy my own. I don't want to burden people. Um, that's
I
but
mean, it's
yeah,
not a burden. I have the bottle.
you know what? Why not?
Hmm.
It's fine to have some wine, right? Um, and I'm gonna like just um, what just happened?
Don't worry about it.
Um,
uh, but yeah,
I'm
so
gonna
you
like
sit
just
down.
look at of the rest of the party, and if like and just make sure that like they're also like drinking and stuff, so it's
Yeah.
not like unprofessional to be drinking right now.
Mm-hmm. You sit down like with this woman, and she like just looks you up and down. Hmm. For someone who's this eager on making friends, certainly pretty bad at introductions.
Oh, right. That's what people do when they meet people. Sorry, I'm new to this whole making friends thing. I just like making friends. I'm not the most experienced with it.
Hmm.
I'm
Active,
estrogen.
I suppose. Hmm. Estrogen. Interesting. You can you can call me Red.
Oh, like your hair. Oh, that's smart.
It's interesting. I don't see an Eladrin so far off the coast this often. What brings you here, besides what I'm assuming is an odd job?
Um, I just like adventure. I like seeing places. Um, I got here. I came here in a totally normal way. It's fine.
Hmm. In which case, as did I. And she just smiles and takes a sip. And as that is happening, we look over to Sapphire. Let's see. Mhm. Oh, Sapphire. You start looking around the place as well, and you see what looks like. Well, you don't even see. You first just hear like a loud like sound come from like the other end of the tavern, and you turn your head to face there, and you see there seems to be a big like lizard folk, like crocodile man, and like big long maw, big belly, uh has what looks like a banjo or like a lute on like their table, has a big blunderbuss on their back, and all of this like just bone tooth necklaces and a couple of tattoos on like the undersides of their scales. You see, just kind of gets up as you see this person is big, like not just like rotund, like just big, taking a large frame, like bigger than the chair they were sitting on, as he uh looks over at you and starts walking up to you. uh and walks up and like you're a dragonborn, you're pretty tall, so like kind of matches your height, but like still feels imposing, and looks you up and down and goes like, ah, who are you supposed to be?
Oh, hello. Hi. I'm Pee Pee Poo Poo the third.
You
I'm
see-
leaving.
You see this crocodile man chuckles at that, like, just, well, certainly an odd name, but then again, what do I know? Just tell me this one thing, son. Are you a hunter or the hunted?
I mean, that depends. Do you want to hunt me sometime?
You see, kind of like, again, like sneers at you. Give me a persuasion check. I'm gonna ask.
Persuasion. Okay. Don't fuck me. That's a 16.
16. You see, he just sneers and goes, well, I mean, that depends. I only go after difficult game, you see. So tell me this, if you are the hunted, exactly how are you the hunted? Because you need to know, when I go hunting, I eat my prey.
I mean, there are quite a few ways that you could eat me, but we probably should set some ground rules down first because, like, I don't regenerate my limbs, like what I've heard from your folk. So won't probably be that much fun for me in the long run. But if you want to grab some food and see where the night takes us, I am down to clown.
You want to grab food, huh?
I mean, I grab food, grab these nuts, potato.
You see, he looks down at you and just goes, well, you see, the only food I eat is the food I hunt. So if you want to grab a bite to eat, then you join me outside and we're going to fetch ourselves some dinner.
You know what? Fuck it. Sure, yeah, why not? I think that sounds like fun.
All right.
So whoever hunts the less game ends up on the bottom, right? That's what we're going for.
You see, he looks at you and goes, well, it's only right that the hunter takes the spoils. But I gotta know the name of the person I'm playing games with. It is a competition after all.
That's fair. You can call me 3 for now, and we'll see if you've earned the right to know my true name in the morning.
And you see, he kind of extends a hand out to shake, and he just goes, the name's Onslow Green. Pleasure to make your acquaintance.
Are you like a royal or something? That's a very royal name. And I take his hand.
I mean, that depends. Is it royally if I came from the swamps of Johal Cove? I'm just a simple hunter. That's all.
Well, you certainly made a mark on me.
All right. You see at that point he smiles and both of you step out to go hunting as he pulls his blunderbuss off his back. I need a survival check from you to out hunt this man.
Fuck me. I guess we know who's bottoming.
I mean, isn't that the goal?
I thought that's what the plan was, Steve.
Yeah.
Oh no, I don't know how
That's
to
a
hunt.
16.
Well, he got a
Oh,
natural
never mind.
20.
Fuck off. Can I silvery? No, I don't have silvery gloves.
You want a silvery
Never mind.
bob?
I don't have silvery gloves. I'm too low leveled for it right now. I keep forgetting this is level 1.
Also, yeah, with a natural 20 for a total of 28.
Fuck off.
He fully you managed to kill one bird in your hunting expedition. He comes back with 2 deer on his back. And after which, we will cut away from that scene knowing how that goes after that.
Yeah,
As you,
probably.
whoever was bunking with Sapphire is bunking alone, I guess.
Yeah, because there's like an entire new clearing in the woods which didn't exist before because all the trees have been felled because of how I can't breathe.
Let me go.
But yes, that is what you're up to.
Yeah.
From which point we go to on the 9 perception for Jasper. You look around, you don't see anyone like standing out. You see immediately all of your party members went off to do specific things. You just see an empty stage and feel enamored just standing here. Is there anything further though you want to do? Get food, drink, go do something about this situation, maybe go elsewhere before you turn in?
I think Jasper will head up to the bar initially.
All right.
And just kind of give a nod to the barman
Mm-hmm.
and say, "Can you tell him, sir? Do you have anyone engaged this evening on the stage? A
Oh, I
resident
wish I
artist,
did.
perhaps?"
Well, we had a resident artist, then he skipped town when the bandits moved in. Honestly, it's been a bit rough in the entertainment department. And he kind of like eyes you and he's like, I mean, if you're game, I would welcome anyone improving the ambience of this place. God knows people can use it at the end of the day here.
I mean, I'm not unfamiliar with the stage and could do you a turn for sure. Perhaps a little rebate on what we paid for the rooms might not go amiss for that, though.
Give me a persuasion check.
Come on. That's an 18.
An 18. You see, he looks at you like, how about this? I throw you 1 gold back from what you and your people paid, and everything you earn while performing is yours to keep.
I will extend my hand and say, "You have a deal, sir."
Yeah, he shakes your hand, hands you back 1 gold piece, and at which point, like, this will technically happen later on, like towards the evening, but just give me a performance check now, just so we know how well it goes. And then you can decide how you want to RP that when we get there.
Oh, I also have proficiency and performance, so I think Ubisi is gonna like at some point join later in the night, either singing backup or borrowing a drum from the locals, and helping out.
Hell yeah.
Like Jasper's still the star, but just because to help contribute. So help action so that Jasper has advantage.
It's funny how there's two different kinds of banging happening at the same time. UBC on the
Steve,
drums.
I swear to God.
Everybody thought it was going to be Ubisi first. No.
I mean, the thing is, if you have Steve in your game, you have to assume it's going to happen.
I cannot believe that Sapphire got lucky in 2 sessions and Soren has been.
All I'm gonna say is, Steve, you told me I'm gonna flirt with all the NPCs, and I told you bring it for a reason. I will match you with any NPC.
Fuck it, let's go.
Go.
A 17 for the performance check. The first roll was best, but yeah,
right.
UBC can drum while Jasper performs some spoken word.
Hell yeah. So, we'll get to that in a second if you have any specific thing you want to RP there. But before that, we quickly again got back to Devana coming out of the herbalist hut. What do you want to do? You were heading straight back to the tavern first, or what?
Tavern and trying to find Jasper.
All right. You head on back straight to the tavern. Give me one perception check as you're like strolling through town at this time.
What's my perception again? 17.
17's pretty good for this actually. So you notice two things. Firstly, to the eastern side of the city, you see like there's a like street going down, which like initially, if you remember, I described that it builds out into like this hill where there seems to be an abandoned like mansion. You spot for like a split second two hooded cloaked figures wearing like these tattered red cloaks making their way down that street towards what looks like an abandoned like tap house or pub of some kind. uh, you notice that for your first detail. The second detail feels weirdly more concerning to you.
Why am I getting all the horrors?
You're not getting all the horrors, you're just the one who's outside. You would see like down the main street to the exit of like Fandolin itself. You spot two like riders on horseback kind of peering down the street into the town. You don't see their face or any features, but then they turn away and they start riding away down the trail into the woods or something. With a 17, I'll say you recognize one thing, and that is as they're riding away, the back of their cloaks have a symbol on it that you can vaguely make out. But to understand what the symbol is, I will need a history check.
No. Just no.
All right.
No.
You look, you try to make out some details in that like split second moment. It looks like a symbol with like underneath whatever like clothes it was, these silvery gold like pillars, like a couple of them stacked together in like this like pattern. uh Here you would see what, 1 2 3 4, yeah, you would see four pillars on like the thing, like in almost like a semicircle forming kind of thing. And the pillars seem to be surrounded by like this circular outline of sorts, which seems to be wreathed with like what do you call those, like banisters essentially, like very castle like columns with like the little turrets and parapets up top. And you just see that like symbol as they like ride away. uh, and you make your way back to the tavern. uh,
I'm like, imagine everyone's having fun, and Ivana goes in and looks fucking stressed.
Hey.
Looks so stressed.
POV, you're the father.
Yeah. Goes to try and spot Jasper in the crowd somewhere.
So Jasper is not in a crowd, but he seems to be drawing one, as he seems to be setting up near like this like empty stage-esque area with your BC, and doing what Jasper does.
Yeah, I think if they spot that he's about to perform, then maybe they'll let him do that.
Okay.
And go and find a quiet corner somewhere, and we'll pull out piece of parchment and something to write with and try and sketch the symbol. Now it's fresh in memory still. But is absolutely like in a corner and just like just a little bit has a little bit of a nervous shake to them as they try and also will then write down the best of their memory what was said to them in their head. We'll start writing there.
Roll me a flat D20, Devana, just like a flat roll.
2.
Carry on.
Oh no. I like that.
But at which point I will ask once again, Jasper, what are you doing for your performance? You see, like it's getting like closer to like sundown now. People are beginning to like gather into the tavern, and they see, oh, there's a new bard. Like, let's go check it out. And they start kind of meandering to you.
So first of all, I will say, does Jasper spot Divana coming in and her looking harassed almost.
I will say for sure. Considering the time you've spent already, for sure you can just spot them out.
Cool. So Jasper will take to the stage. He will say, "Ladies and gentlemen and kind patrons of this fine establishment, I will give you a brief sample of my stylings, and I will be back for a later performance, but I will give you a teaser, shall we say, with this little poem I've written. This poem is called A Leaf. A leaf is like a boat, they say, that floats upon a stream. It bobs and weaves and drifts away and carries with it dreams. It doesn't need a sail or oar to guide it on its quest. It simply rides the waves galore and hopes for all the best. Its captain is a squirrel bold, with acorns for his crew. They navigate through waters cold, 'neath skies of azure blue. Ahoy, he cries, with hat in hand, set course for yonder tree. We'll find the finest nuts in land, and feast like royalty. But then a gust of wind does blow, and spins their leaf around. The squirrel shouts, oh no, as acorns tumble down. They crash into a lily pad and bounce into the air. The squirrel laughs, well that was mad, but what a ride, I swear. So if you see a leaf afloat, with a squirrel at the helm, just know that it's a tiny boat in nature's wondrous realm. For life is but a journey, dear, with twists and turns and grief, that sometimes all you need, I hear, is just a simple leaf.
Yeah, that's very good.
I can't believe you've
What
done
the
this.
fuck?
Yeah, what?
Yeah, what the fuck, Mike?
I'm dying.
Like,
My heart.
Oh, of course I rolled max for gold. Of course I did.
Hey, I love a callback.
the leaf.
That
leaf-
wasn't just a callback. That was a.
That was like.
Oh god, I
I
can't
think-
believe Rice missed it.
I know.
I think Yubisi is like deeply touched. Like, just because my character's old, so like the idea of boats, there's like a little bit of like
Yeah.
Yubisi's like keeping it up, but like this like this is
Yeah.
hard. It's like
Hell
you're just
yeah.
like, oh, I'm gonna play this great song. Oh, maybe we should have rehearsed first. Like as he's like,
Jasper, these people who are clearly not having a great time in general fully lose their shit watching this. And you see, they start pouring whatever spare money they have at you. You get 10 gold pieces.
Wow.
I rolled max for the gold. I'm like, that
That's
sounds
a good
about
night's
right.
work.
Oh, yeah, no, people are tearing up as well. Because everyone here is going through hard times, right? So they're all tearing
Yeah.
up.
Well,
And
Estrogen's just clapping and screaming and probably not
Yeah.
tearing up.
Estrogen, you'd actually notice towards the end that this red that you're sitting next to, she also like put her glass down and was listening, and she just like wistfully looked. Like she just looked very sad, like hearing that, and then she just went back to like chilling with you. But yeah. Yes, Jasper, you finish your performance. People love it. Take a point of inspiration. Oh my god, if nothing else, that deserves it. Like, oh,
Yeah.
Thank you.
and I'm assuming after that you go
Again,
find
I
Divana.
will, I will push my way through the throngs, thank people, tell them I'll be back in an hour for the main performance, and go and find Divana in the corner.
Yeah.
It's like,
Kind of
Divana
walk
just
up to the table and go, You okay?
Can we talk somewhere?
yeah, let's do you want to go to the room or outside or
No
your
outside.
choice?
No
Wherever you
outside.
feel safe.
Room.
Okay. We will I assume like the where the rooms are, is there maybe some like seating area as well up there, or is it just
Yeah,
kind of...
I'll say like it's a very modest room. There'll be like one chair and a desk, and someone can sit on the bed, kind of a situation. That like small room. So yeah, you
Yeah, we'll
can
do
like
that
sit
then.
easily though.
Yeah, I think that Vanna would sit on the bed, and I think once the door closes, they would just take a one because I don't know where to start. Because like this, in a span of what, like an hour, and even like so much has happened. I think they would, but you can tell that they're really like shaky. It's like, so remember those like nightmares and stuff I have sometimes.
They
Yeah,
certainly never sound nice when you describe them.
no, I just was it. I heard someone. I was outside and there was shadows and my necklace started like vibrating and I heard a voice and it knew my name and it said that something's coming and it's not safe and
As you say something's coming, both of you sitting in this room hear a voice echo and say, "It's close."
okay, so the voice that echoed came
Yay.
from me but not
Yes.
from my mouth.
Correct.
And Jasper heard it.
Yes.
Right. Yeah, I think that would startle them. I'm like, did you hear that?
I did.
Was it me?
I don't know where. I mean, it came from you, but you didn't speak. Did Divana's amulet glow again when the voice was heard?
Vibrate.
Did
like-
not glow, but
Would I
give
have
me an
noticed?
Arcana check.
Glow. Yeah. Come on, be good. I'm going to use my inspiration to re-roll that. Quick burn of it, but worthy. That's an
Worth it.
18.
It wasn't glowing or doing anything outright, but it seems like you spent a few months traveling with them. Like you know that the amulet has been on their person at all times and everything, but it looks different in this moment, like very subtly, so maybe enough that like someone wearing it wouldn't notice, but the like edges or like the ridge of it itself, right, like of the like semicircle, is faintly different. Like it seems like there's things slowly beginning to carve into it, like there's new markings on it almost. And you know for a fact those were not there. Yeah.
Your necklace is different. I wonder if it came from there.
Devala grabs it to look at it. I'm assuming if I not real close, I can see it too.
You see it. What languages do you speak, Devana?
Oh god, I speak Celestial, Common, Elvish, and Orcish.
In Celestial, you can make out a couple of things. You see the word just says halves must be made whole.
Oh no!
And the other phrase you kind of catch out in that is seal of the sun.
Seal of the sun.
And then
Wait,
it's
seal off the sun or seal off double F the sun?
OF.
Oh, okay, that makes a difference.
Yes. Seal of the sun. And then it's like, almost like it's still blurry or not complete. There's like a gap. And then at the end, it says, not at the end, but like further down, it just says the word gold.
Gold?
Yes. And oh, sorry, it says in gold. And
Oh.
the whatever's after that is also still like incomplete and like not legible essentially. But yeah.
Oh god, yeah, then I like what the hell? It's not done that.
It's one of those moments where I really wish I'd listened to my masters and taken Identify as a spell that I learned. 'Cause they said it'll come in useful, and I was like, no, I'd much rather have Charm Person. But no. Studies, you're never going to pick the right subject. So, where did you get that? I don't think I ever asked.
My necklace.
Yeah.
My parents gave it to me and my sister before they sent us off. They told us not to take it off. Never.
One each.
Yeah. My sister has the other half.
If there's some kind of sending magic attached to it. Take more knowledge than I have to work that out, though.
You think it was her?
Oh, actually, I will need this would be what? An insight check with advantage for the Vanana. Because you heard the voice again now, echoed in a room.
Yeah. That is 18.
18? That did not sound like your sister.
Oh. Okay.
That sounded like another voice that is familiar to you, but one you might not have heard in some time.
Oh, wait.
That sounded like your mother.
No. I think Devana like says like, "Oh, do you think it could be my sister?" And then thinks on it a second, and I think her eyes widen, and she just goes, "She's alive." Mother's alive? I gotta find her.
Jasper will kind of scoot down off the chair and sit crisscross applesauce at kind of Divana's feet and just kind of take her hand and go, Will you find her if that's what you need?
I didn't. I've given up hope. I wouldn't know where she is. I don't even know where my sister. I don't know where to start.
That your mother will listen to her message. Something's coming. Something's coming. So let's focus on that first.
But what? I'm scared.
I don't know what we've got ourselves mixed up in. So am I. What you can do is put one foot in front of the other and do the job that's in front of you. The rest will reveal itself.
I would also say, since Jasper, you heard it like as a third person, you could tell one other thing when it was like echoed in the room. It was muffled as all hell. Like it's almost like it was a longer sentence. Most of it kind of got lost with like almost like a bad reception signal, and only the words "it's close" kind of came through. Like there was other words around it that seemed to keep getting lost in translation almost.
You're a part of the message. Perhaps moral reveal as we go. No sense dwelling on things we can't affect. Do this job, then we'll go find whatever we need. Your mother, your sister, your second cousin twice removed if need. Jasper will open his hand, and he's been making another little paper bird, and he will use prestidigitation to float it off to Divana.
Oh,
And Divana will take it. And will...
what is this level of collusion and prep? That blew my mind. Take inspiration, both of you, and get out fucking.
Yes.
What are you guys playing on?
Yeah.
Ready with it.
Magical.
I got sidetracked. You were expecting me to throw trauma at you right now.
I'm
No, then. Yeah, that will take it, and I will look at it, and just hold it. Thank you.
Things can look like one thing, but be something different.
I suppose you're right. I think we have more problems. And they'll take out the parchment and will sort of show just the drawing. It also has the written the message that was given earlier, so Jasper could see that. But it's pretty much it's calling that kind of thing. But also symbols like a lot of things happened. I went to the apothecary and there was someone hurt there, and I helped them. But then I went outside and there were people with cloaks, and they look. One of them had this symbol on their back.
Were they the red cloaked people that have been mentioned, or something different?
Maybe they had red cloaks. I don't remember.
There were two groups. You saw red cloaks going to like an abandoned
One,
pub,
yeah.
and the group with the symbol did not have red cloaks.
Yeah, I think Donna will explain that.
Yeah.
One red cloak going one way.
I will
Has Jasper
say,
seen the symbol before?
For Jasper, I'll say history with advantage.
Okay.
17.
17, that's not bad at all. With 17, you have seen this symbol many times in your, not just your travels, but even before you start traveling around. That is the symbol of the Tribunal of Free Kingdoms.
Okay.
Who perhaps a certain employer of yours is working very closely with, if you recall.
Yes, indeed. I know this symbol. Seems like there are political eyes on this place as well as others.
What is it?
It's a tribunal. I assume Divana will have heard of, but
Yeah,
you can tell me
everyone's
if you
heard
have.
of it, for sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
You'd know that would currently encompass the kingdoms of Holpham, Jade Hollow, Mirthcroft, and Brookshold at the moment.
Okay, and is that good or bad? That's what I'm trying to figure out.
The tribunal isn't good, or it's a nation. Like, it's the only other
Okay.
nation other than the Empire, the Holy Arcane Empire.
Okay. So, right, so we have a couple problems then.
I mean, they may not be a problem, but they're certainly worth taking note of. Whatever has been found here is clearly of import. So finding Gundren before he spills his secrets is probably a pressing matter.
And,
Right,
yeah, go on.
we should tell the others then.
All right.
Do you need some time?
I don't know. I think it's best to press on, like you said. But can I stay with you tonight?
You don't need to ask.
Thank you.
He will move up onto the bed and put his arms around Ivana for a moment and just hold her.
Yeah. Oh, appreciate that.
Yeah, you guys just spend some time, like, kind of, consoling and just like reassuring each other almost. And what I'm going to say is, after that, at some point, you guys can obviously inform the rest of the party members and everything. The other thing I would let you guys know is, as all of the, talking and revelry begins to like kind of draw to a close, you guys can all mark a long rest.
Yay!
Finally. And
I get my spell slots
Finally.
back.
after which, we're going to take a quick break. Hello, we are once again back. We are back with our adventurers who, after some fun, some sadness, some more fun, then some more sadness, taking a little long rest. Now, before we move past the long rest itself, they had adopted 2 goblin companions who Yabisi is going out of his way to take care of. So I'm gonna need I'll call this a flat charisma check, just to see,
Charisma?
yeah,
Okay.
just to see how hospitable you feel to them.
So let me pull up my abilities. Just a charisma check. Got it. Yes! 21.
Oh,
21. Yeah, you take pretty good care. Like, they feel like surprised, like, considering the kind of environment they come from. They're very much just like, yo, what the fuck? And
Yeah.
they take to it pretty quickly. And like, with like getting a full belly of food and all, you feel a very big difference, because like when you guys kind of decided to work together, it was very different circumstances where like they were bound, you were threatening them, all kinds of stuff like that was happening. This seems to have almost like given them like that, olive branch of trust almost. Like, okay, like, you're on the level, cool. And like you see Pike just like looks at you like, this is nice.
Well, I know what it's like to live on the fringes.
What's a fringe?
Oh, when you live outside of where like humans live.
Oh,
When you live like in the forest, or I know what that life is like. What's that word in Goblin?
I hate
You
you. But also,
And no. And what my character is gonna do is he's gonna try to learn Goblin
yeah.
and help them sharpen their common.
You see, he looks at you. He's like, outskirt, untak.
And then we're just gonna I'm gonna pull out my little armor kit. I'm gonna re-oil. I'm gonna clean their armor for them while they're washing up.
Yeah, they both have
wash
leather armor,
basin.
so it's pretty like easy to do.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Because I have to take care of my own hide. I'm going to
Mhm.
treat their armor. I'm going to clean their weapons, clean my weapons. Just really like listen to their stories. Just and make sure they have a good meal. We have some drinks, and then we go to bed. Like,
Right before you go to bed, you see Hike asks you one question, and that is, your dancing friend, the one who likes to talk a lot.
you have to be more specific. Estrogen, Jasper.
Ah, that's the one.
Yeah, Jasper. Yeah, what about it? Your rival.
Where? And you see he kind of like snarls at the word rival, and then he just says, we are travel together, yes, but when can I fight or spar?
When we're traveling, we'll set aside some time to practice.
Because we are on same side does not mean we stop competing.
Absolutely. Let's try and make everyone in this group stronger.
He would be where I start.
Well, just don't mess up his face. At least before I get a chance to kiss him.
You see, he looks at you like,
Out there.
huh, that one is your mate then, huh?
No. I haven't settled down on a mate yet. And besides, in order to mate, we would have to be able to produce children, and Jasper would just be for fun.
Fine. For you, what you did here, I try not break face. Legs, maybe. We see. And you see, he just like takes like, the warrior sleep thing where like, he sets his sword to the side and just sleeps with the wall.
Yeah.
And he just goes to bed.
All right. Yeah, I also get some rest too, so that we'll be ready in the morning to hit the road.
Yeah. You guys all get your long rest. Next morning, you all get up to the third day of the 4th month. You guys get early enough rest that, you are up by like, 6 a.m., 7 a.m., like just crack of
Right.
dawn, kind of waking up.
Yeah.
And you get up, head downstairs. You start having your meals. I'm assuming that's around when Devana would kind of like catch everyone up on what they've
Yeah,
like
what they
noticed.
saw.
Yeah.
A little
Before
bit
that, I think as soon as you
Yes.
start eating, the tavern door is gonna burst open, and Sapphire's gonna walk in, slightly
Hold on.
limping.
Hold on.
But
Are you saying you didn't sleep in your room? You slept out wherever the fuck you went?
no, I slept at the crocodile dude's room, right?
I see. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
I'm assuming he didn't. He's not staying at the tavern, right? I'm assuming he's a local. So
He is not a local. You would learn this very quickly. He's also a traveling mercenary, Onslow, that is. He was here looking for work because, actually, yeah, since you spent some good amount of time, I'm assuming there was also some time when you were actually talking. So
Yeah.
you would learn why he's here. And that is because he heard from basically like the Adventurers Guild that he works in, that there is talk of a lot of waves being made around this region and perhaps the opportunity for a lot of jobs opening up. So he and a couple other people have shown up here to get like a head start on getting those jobs.
interesting.
That's where you caught him. And he is camping out in the outskirts to sleep.
Oh, fuck that!
So-
No.
That's lovely.
So you would go back to your room then? But
Yeah, I
regardless,
think
you like
so-
burst in.
Sapphire would go up to her room, then wake up really fucking early and leave. Wait for everyone to come down for dinner, for breakfast. I mean,
How many rooms do we have?
3. I
Three.
think.
Three.
Yeah, so
I got a
Sapphire's
third.
not going to be alone, right?
Yeah, I think probably bunking with Sprout or with Jasper. I don't
No,
know.
I think Jasper's with Divana.
No,
Sprout
you'll
is
You'll be with
with.
Estrogen.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you're going to be
that's
with
fine.
Estrogen, who does not
Estrogen.
sleep, only goes in a trance.
Hold on.
Oh.
There's a way to do this. What's your passive perception, Estrogen?
That's not going to be good. 13. That's not bad, actually.
Sapphire, roll me a stealth.
Yeah, fuck off. I think I have +2.
I heard someone Zomato go off.
Yeah, the food. Stealth.
Yes.
Fuck off. That's a 6.
Yeah.
I'll say during your trance, you would notice like a very late night, like door creak, and someone come and like just drop down on a bed next to you.
That's fine. It's all right. Two things. One, I would ask the crocodile dude guy, whose name I have already forgotten, about information about how to get into this adventurers guild. Just something to have in the back pocket eventually for like later on.
Yeah.
If we
Slow green.
Onslow, yeah.
Onslow.
He would tell that's not like a big secret. He is from the Fortune Tides Adventuring Guild or Adventuring Company.
Okay.
Which is an adventuring company in the city of Wright, which is a little island town. And
So do we have to go there to register?
Yes.
Fuck off.
But it is the most reputable and prime adventuring guild of like mercenaries and other adventurers in the world. But yeah, like the entire town's kind of like built around the economy of that guild.
Interesting.
But yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So anyway, Sapphire is gonna wake up early or like before the others and just chill outside, just get some fresh air, and then peek in to see if everyone's at the breakfast table, and then slam open the doors and walk in. Guess who had a fun night? Hi Jasper, how was your night? Did you have fun or what about you, UBC? Did you have fun?
I mean, I was just hosting Hike and Pike. We had some drinks, we had some food. Finally got them a bath after forever. Feel good to finally bathe, right, fellas? As we like hold up our morning beers.
They hold it with
like,
both hands, like
yeah, and the way to like toast. We've just got plates of food, just nothing but just like meat and eggs. Like maybe I paid a couple copper for some extra food, just so that we could get like a big carb protein, before morning calisthenics.
Love it.
You look like you had a great time. The third.
Oh, me? Yeah, I got a bunch of very useful information, stuffed with information. Really.
Where'd you go off in the morning, Sapphire?
Oh, in the morning? Oh, just wanted to get a walk, get some fresh air, and it's healthy to get those steps in. Yeah.
Well, sit down, have a drink. Like today, we go off and hopefully rescue our employer. As like, as I drop like the volume on our conversation.
Oh yeah, any leads? Have we picked up anything about anything really? Like I have been out and
no,
you see like
everybody laid low as far as I'm aware.
Okay, you see like she drops this facade almost like the aura of just vibes and then leans in and is ready to engage in conversation about how to help with the chaos. And yeah.
I felt yesterday I was going to the apothecary and someone been hurt. I managed to patch them up, but they said it was the bandits. And then when I walked back, I saw two of them, I think, in the distance, riding off towards some abandoned building, maybe a pub. Okay. And then I saw two other people, and they pull out the parchment, but will have folded it so that the cord is not visible. It's just a symbol. So like I saw two other figures with this symbol. Jasper, what was it? The
Tribunal of the Three Kingdoms.
Oh.
Yeah, those were also riding on horse. They were going towards the woods, I think.
The woods. Do you know what direction? Was it north? Actually,
Would be
hold on.
north as far as
I don't think I
Divana
know.
could
No,
tell. Because you know the
No.
exit is to the north, you don't know where they went after the exit.
no.
Okay, they just went
No.
north. I'm just curious because the trail, the lead that we have from you said northeast, right, to the cave, hike and pike.
You see, Hike just goes, northeast from where we were fighting. Never winter.
Okay, so 3 hours south, northeast. But you don't know. I don't know if they're going to the same place. They may not know where to go.
Well, I'm more worried about the bandits, honestly, because the damage they did to that shopkeep was not nice. Very bad.
Well, let's try to see if we can get to Rockseeker as quickly as possible. I can hunt for us in the woods, so we don't have to buy any like rations or supplies. I can keep us fed.
I think I have some. I can share.
Okay. All right. I just think that we should leave town. I think we should just leave town as quickly as
Before we do,
possible. Yes?
hi. I think I found us a new friend, like someone to join our party. She's a bit stuck up, but she's really smart and she really liked your poems as well.
Oh. Are you talking about the woman with the red hair that you were sitting with all night?
Her name's Red. So
Okay.
pretty.
Do you guys want to reach out to... Oh, could you
think
remind
my name
Hector
would be
what the name
Lee.
of my kobold friend is?
Risf.
Risp?
Yeah, RISF.
Riz.
Steve, no.
I also made friends with Riss and Pliskin.
Yeah.
A sailor and a scholar? Devoted? I'm not sure. Do you want to, like, see if they want to go?
We should have more smart people in our party.
I will let you guys know, like, in case of estrogen, Red did say that she was busy with some work for now. She might be amenable later if it plays well. But
but Estrogen's taken it positively, you know.
Of
Estrogen
course.
is like, oh yeah, she's totally joining us.
And same thing for like Rest and Pliskin. You know that they were also passing through town for something specific, so they might also be busy right now, at least.
Okay. So, I think in order to keep the group small in terms of subtlety, we just quietly leave, remember the people we made friends with, and then when we come back, we reach out to them to help us. Because they might be busy. They might be here for other jobs.
I don't hate the plan. But there is one question. When you ask people to do things for you or with you, in terms of fighting and you know, all those kind of things, they generally want paying.
No, we're not paying these two. And I point to Hike and Pike.
I paid these
both
two.
look and like go like, what?
I said I paid these two. Like he said, like, yes, you don't remember? I gave them gold. I see them
So we're
with us.
paying them to be our friends?
No, I'm giving them my share of gold so that when we adventure together, we can all take care of each other.
Yeah, see, that's different. That's fine. They're not friends.
Right.
And I hit some bad price at Hike and Pike.
Just look at you like big slab of meat in their mouths like this.
Friends.
Jasper's right. Most people are going to want money. But we took a day, we rested. Let's just try to get out of town as quietly as possible so we don't run. The Red Brands have already given poor Divana a heart attack. Like, let's just quietly leave and then we can come back and deal with it. Like his voice like drops and he looks really intense. Like he really doesn't like these bandits.
Yeah.
He's like, and then we will deal with it. I really don't like these people, but we got to get Rockseeker back.
All right.
That much I agree.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck.
Oh,
But yeah. So with that, what you guys start heading out?
Yeah, I think that's the smart play. Sapphire's
You're using
gonna.
Rockseeker's wagon to travel still now that it's empty.
oh,
Oh yeah,
I
that's a
think
smart play.
yeah.
Cool.
Yep.
Okay. So let me do one roll.
Oh, well, actually,
yeah.
the dude that we gave the wagon to, what's his face?
Barton.
Yeah, Barton. Yes. When we go to collect the wagon, we're gonna ask him really quick. Hey, do you have something for us that will help us rescue Rockseeker?
It's like early morning. He's just opening the shop up. He's like, "What?
Hey, we're on our way to rescue Rockseeker. Wanted to know if you have any equipment, item, stuff that you think would be helpful in the journey. You know, shit to help.
I don't know what you need. You tell me what you need. I can see if I have it.
I don't know what we would need either. I just thought, anything off the top of your head, cool shit. I know it's mostly the supplies that you carry, but
not just supplies. So like most of these places are very shortly like stacked up right now because of the bandits. But you see, he like looks at you, he's like, I mean, I think I still have a potion around if you need that, but it'll be 50 gold.
Yeah, 50 gold is gonna have to come out of. Never mind. Sure, it's fine. I appreciate it though, and take care of this shit. If we make it back alive, we'll try to help with the bandit issue, but no promises.
You see, he just like gives you like a nod, like just bring him back safe, and that'll be all.
Oh, this is that guy. Right?
The first guy you met, yeah.
I'm just sort of like, I'm like,
this is Adama Barton.
Oh, it's not Bath and Body Works.
Disadvantage for eternity. All right, so you head out, all of you, and it takes you a couple hours to get back to like the side of the ambush. Essentially, it's like gotten now to like probably like an hour before noon kind of a situation as you get back here, and you see the dead horses are still there. They've started to decay a little bit more, and you see a hike and bike just like signal up to be like through those bushes. We go to cave with Clark. Clark works for King Gruul.
Right.
He should know.
Okay. How do we want to do this? Do we want to do a prisoner gambit? Or do we want to sneak in?
You see Hike and Pike look at each other, and Hike just goes, I do not think you will make much way with prisoner.
Cool.
If we are prisoner, Clark will just kill us.
No. I meant you bringing us.
You see, and then he's just like,
oh, but Clark wanted you to kill us, right? Not take us prisoner. That's why the human was sent to the Eden pit.
Essentially, yeah.
Okay, yeah. It's just one of those things where the morning fog is clearing up.
The 3-week-old morning fog.
Yeah. We're just a little drunk. We're just a little. Not. We've had a few hours to sober up since morning beers.
Yep.
Jasper.
Yeah.
Should we just sneak in? I think we should just sneak in.
Why don't we just walk in?
Because they'll attack us, and then we'll have to fight all the way in, and the whole point is to rescue Rockseeker. If we can get in and out without having to fight a bunch of people.
But what if they don't fight us?
I mean, first things first. Hike and pike. Are there any traps we need to be wary of?
You see, they go. They change every few days, but yes, many traps for creatures to get caught.
And anything else we should be wary of?
You see, they think for a bit, and this. I'm gonna do an int check for them. Oh, that's a crit. You see, Pike first just goes, well, cave has lots of water. Water can be used to flood intruder. If we get caught while in the mainstream of cave, we can drown. And Hike kind of chimes in and just goes, other thing to be careful of is wolf, many wolf.
I'm sorry now.
Wolves.
Many
Lots
wolf.
of
Did you say wolves?
Big wolf.
Big. Oh,
Big wolf.
big wolves.
Right. Okay.
Can I make a nature check to see if they're talking about something else? Or if, like, well, above table, does my character know what a warg is? Do I know what those big goblin wolf things are? Is
I'd
this
say
like
you would know what a warg is. They aren't describing a warg.
No. Okay, cool. So they just tamed
These
some
are like
wolves.
just combat wolves.
Those big
Sweet,
wolves.
sweet. Yeah.
But yeah. I will also ask, as you guys begin heading north, who's taking point?
I will take point with help from the goblins.
Yes.
Since they know where they're going, and I'm happy to make the survival check.
It'll be perception check with
Okay,
advantage because they're helping.
Even better. Perception with advantage. Ooh, 9!
A 9?
9! I rolled a 3 and a 5. I have a +4 to survival. It's like...
You start keeping an eye out, like looking around for like, ambushes, traps, stuff like that as you're like going through like this thicket.
I think I get confused because this is not the forest I'm from.
Probably, yeah. Like it's not a, mangrove tree forest. This is like a thick, dense, like wood line that you're making your way through. And as you start walking, you hear a snapping of a twig, and I'm gonna need a dexterity saving throw from you.
Dexterity saving throw? Got it.
Yeah.
19.
Hell yeah. Yeah, you hear the snap and like reflexively you just like kind of like jump a step back and you see there was a snare trap that was about to like fling you up onto a tree that you dodge out of. And you see Pike just goes, I tell you.
I climb up the side of the tree, pull out, my dagger and I cut the snare trap off.
Yeah, for sure.
And then just climb back down.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you can do that pretty easily. You have time here. You do that and you continue moving and like another 10-15 minutes of like going through this. It's getting hot in the day now. And as you start making your way through, you start seeing like in the distance a bit of a stream is like, across the woodline, you see a little bit of a stream coming out, around which I will need another perception check.
Thank y'all for letting me take point. Even if the dice are not... 11.
11.
I rolled a 1 and a 7. I'm really good at this, I promise, guys. The
I will
dice
need one more dex save from you.
Sure. See, this is what people are complaining about on the internet when they say this game is too swingy. Because it makes competent people look like fools for rolling a 1.
But that's the thing. Even the most
That's-
trained master is a fool sometimes, it's how it works. What you get?
Natural 20.
Oh! All right.
22.
You see, as you take another step, the ground kind of gives for a second, and you see there is a pitfall trap down with a bunch of spikes. And you step around it really quickly and deftly. And you notice, between the two traps on a natural 20, there's been a pattern of these dry leaves that they've been using every single time. And noticing that pattern on a crit, I will say you can spot all of the further traps moving along, at least in the forest line.
Okay, I'm gonna just as he kind of sort of looks on the ground and he looks up to everyone and he's like, he waves everyone over and points there, just so that everyone else has the information.
Mm-hmm.
If I miss one, grab the back of my cloak and pull me back.
Oh, yeah.
Just kind of bringing the whole group into it.
Yeah.
And then moving forward as we all just kind of slowly navigate around all of the traps.
Yeah.
Jasper will, as he walks past, go, it's very strange. It's for twice now I thought you've just wandered blindly into traps, and then there you are finding them. It's a talent you have, that's for sure.
Thank you. I appreciate it, but you were right on the first 2 times. I just started walking, and then they just kept appearing. I'm just very fast. But this time, I managed to catch them.
Hell yeah.
Just sort of totally being honest with them, being like, no, I walked into those first 2, but this time, I got them.
Hell yeah. With that, you guys finally come across a bit of a clearing, and you see a stream moving along next to you, thick tree lines on either side, and in front of you you see the mouth of a small cave from which the water seems to be trickling out of. And we can move to the map. Let me just arrange everyone here. We'll say UBC was at the lead, everyone else is kind of moving in a clump at the back. You guys get to the mouth of this cave, and you see this underneath this hillside, just this big shallow stream and open cave path, and you immediately notice right into the cave, it is pitch black darkness. So dark vision people can kind of see, non-dark vision people are basically blind. So does anyone not have dark vision?
I have dark vision.
I think the only two who don't have it are Sapphire and Sprout.
Okay, let me see here. I'm just pulling up the VGT.
Hell yeah. I will also ask, as you guys are getting here, are you trying to move quietly through this area?
I'm trying to move in stealthily.
All right. In which case, I will need a stealth check from everyone.
Oh, I see what it is. You've got parts of the map blacked out, so we don't know what's there.
Exactly.
I'm so used to being the GM that I'm like, where's the map? Why is there black bars here? And I'm like, it's because you're a player, fool. Okay, let me go ahead and make stuff.
Oh, this is...
I clicked the wrong one, but it's the same modifiers, so...
Cool.
Not good.
So 10, 10, 8, and 120.
All right.
Yeah.
18.
18. Okay.
You see, as you guys are walking through, as you kind of begin to wade into the stream itself, there is a bit of a splish splashiness from like at least the more heavily armed individuals in the party. And as the splish splash happens, you see Hike kind of just look around and go, strange, no guards. And as he says, no guards, you hear a pair of just plunk plunk, like 2 arrows fly out of the side of the thicket next to you, and they go for.
I pull out my shield immediately if I'm allowed, because we're not in combat yet.
I'll say you have your shield on you for sure.
I have it with me, all the time. So like I would have pulled it out immediately.
So the 2 arrows flying in, one of them just goes past Sapphire. Oh wait, no, they have advantage. Hold on. 14 misses you, Sapphire?
Fuck, I hope so.
I'm asking you, sir.
No, it does not.
All right. So one arrow like clinks into Sapphire, the other one hits Ubisi.
Oh no!
Yeah, you were in the lead.
No worries, that's fine. I have a 16 armor class.
Yeah, I know. I rolled really well with advantage.
Oh, okay.
Hold on. Move that shit. Unhide this token I had here. And where's the fog of war thing? There we go. Yeah. You see a pair of goblins here that both fire off 1 arrow each. You see the first one hits Sapphire for 5 damage. And the other one hits.
Fuck off,
Ubisi
Dan.
for
We
5
haven't even
damage.
leveled up yet.
I am aware.
He knows what he's doing.
He knows what he's doing.
I will now ask for initiatives.
Oh,
Yeah.
let's do it.
Dan, I had a question about these goblins. What kind of goblins are they?
They're the mind variety.
Okay.
Oh, Steve.
You're getting me.
Fucking
I
hell.
have fucking soul red your ass.
Our initiatives are.
What sucks is because they took this as a surprise thing. So if your initiatives are bad,
Yeah, only Jasper's rolled well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got a 12.
I've got 12 too. What's your dex?
Oh, how much damage did I take?
You took 5.
Okay. Oh!
Sprout got an 8 on initiative. Great.
Oh my god.
How do I have the second highest initiative? I have
I-
-2 to my rolls.
We're gonna
I'm gonna say Pike and I could go on the
TPK
same.
again.
we're not.
The funniest part of all of this is Nano's reaction to me making Mind Goblin jokes, as if she hasn't been hearing this for the last 2 years. Come on.
I mean,
It's going to be 2 years in September, right? 1st October is going to be 2 years. So I feel like if anyone, Nano should be used to it. But
All right. So first off, we have Jasper. What do you do?
I assume I can see both of these goblins.
Yeah, I will let you know. They basically have half cover from where you're at. But yeah.
Yeah, that doesn't matter. I learned from my mistakes. I cast sleep.
All right. Roll your thingy, your HP. Your sleep's amazing to use against 2 goblins.
Yep.
So am I not? I'm not in the initiative counter, by the way, because I didn't roll in the thing.
Let me manually add you then. What's your initiative? 12, right? Yeah.
Yeah, same as Yubishi.
26.
26 hit points.
You cast
worth
a
of,
spell,
creatures.
both of them fall asleep. And they just like drowsily just drop down.
Amazing.
And fuck initiative, combat ends. They're asleep.
Amazing.
What do you guys
More
do
get
though?
it.
Good to see it.
They're only asleep for a bit. What do you guys do?
Tie them
I am
up.
going.
So we could tie them up.
Yeah.
Alright, yeah.
We're
You
just gonna
quickly
very
go tie them
carefully-
up. You see Hike assist you, and he also gags them just to make sure. And
Oh, actually, he's going to like slit their throat.
no,
or,
like gag them.
Oh yes.
Oh man, is this party gonna come out with like an army of goblins at the end of this?
The truth of the matter is, they have a boss. They have their own motivations. You don't have to kill them until they try to kill us.
Mm.
That's the way the paladin sees it.
Oh.
And then we're gonna continue. We're gonna
Yeah.
I'm gonna take the arrow out, and then use lay on hands.
Mm-hmm.
And you see Ubisi just whisper, and then his wounds just kind of seal up. You almost see like the hide of his armor almost like knits together because it's like organic. And then he just I'm gonna do lay on hands on myself to heal those 5 points,
Hell yeah.
so that I will be still in tip-top shape when we go into our next battle. And then I will start quietly like heading into the cave, avoiding the water because the water will.
I mean, yeah, like you see, the issue ends up being you have to step through the water, but like now you're more aware and you're quietly moving through.
Oh yeah.
So
Yeah, actually, the way I think Ibisi's going to do it is he's going to tell everyone stay in the water for now.
Mm-hmm.
It will cover our scent from the wolves.
Hell yeah.
So I'm going to keep us in the water because the wolves aren't going to be able to catch our trail.
Okay.
Especially since we're going into the dark.
As you begin to step through, you immediately, like people with dark vision, at least you can immediately see, like, there's a path going forward. There seems to be like a little bit of a cave in up way, like, here. There seems to be a curved path going from the right further up and into the cave. And then there seems to be a small little step, like couple of steps going into like a further, like, inverted cavern almost. And
I want
yeah.
to sneak up here and look around the corner and see what's there.
To your right?
Yes.
You kind of like get up till here.
They have a little ping thing. Where does it go?
You
Where's
can
the
double
ping
clack
thing?
to ping, yeah.
Oh, that's what it is.
Yeah.
Right there.
Double clap.
Yeah. Double clack.
Yeah. Double clack.
You see, looking into this room, you see at the very end of the room, there is like this big iron rod like jammed into one of the rocks. And there are 3 wolves tied to chains, like which are attached to the rod that are just here. And as you just peek your head and they immediately like see you and they just start like low growling, like just towards you. Now they can't reach you because of the chain, but you see that they're there, and you notice right behind the iron rod seems to be like this like crack in the wall, and seems to be almost like a like cloistered off alcove of an opening going behind them that they seem to be almost guarding.
Okay. I am going to and try and calm the wolves. And I'm going to pull out like a piece of trail rations of dried meat to try and like bribe them.
That will certainly reduce your DC for this. So roll me an animal handling.
Okay, I'm going to spend my inspiration that I have to give myself advantage on this roll because I love animals.
Yeah.
And I'm going to try and at least calm these wolves down. And that is animal handling or...
That'll be animal handling.
Cool, I just want to make sure.
Yeah.
Having a little bit of a Baldur's Gate moment here. 16.
Hell yeah. You hold out the food and you like kind of like toss it towards them, and you see they kind of like go at the food for a bit, and then the growling just like comes to like a lower growl, and then eventually like dissipates, and they just like look up towards you, and they're like kind of just like sniffing, but they aren't doing anything.
Yeah, and then I just very calmly, while they're enjoying the food, I just sort of want to like look over here while the wolves are enjoying their meal.
Yeah.
And
you wander your way in, you see there seems to be like this like narrow little like opening that's kind of caved in on the wall itself, and there's almost like this upward like chimney or whatever you want to call it, like from like this fissure of like just discarded bones and like carcasses and whatnot like left for the wolves, you would imagine. There seems to be
Okay.
just like a rough hewn path going about 30 feet up, and after that there seems to be like another opening into a further cavern, and from this angle you see like through all this pitch darkness like slight flickers of light coming, almost like from like a fire that's roaring.
Can I?
All right.
Are we
Yeah.
walking also into this room? Can
Hell
we?
yeah. We
follow?
can all
Yeah,
move
yeah.
I want to do two things if I can. I think the one thing we would have done as we were walking, I would have given Sapphire a healing salve to apply to their wounds. And you would get 3 points of healing back, or 3 hit points back.
Oh my god! Thank you.
Yeah. And then when we say the wolves, I would like to cast Speak with Animals. There are normal wolves, right? Like
Yes.
actual like beasts. I would like to cast Speak with Animals. So I'll do that. And
You
I
see
will
they're
sort
just,
of
like looking at you, like eyeing all of you as you're walking in as you cast the spell.
yeah, because there's only one, I think. Or wait, it's a beast.
Yeah, peace. You got it.
But multiple, all right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, I think Devana would sort of like kneel, like go, like crouch a little bit to the highest, like, someone hurt you?
Hurt, no. Hungry, yes.
Okay, I can give you some food, and we'll also pull out some rations to like give to them.
You see,
Yeah,
as you
seeing
pull the
her do
rations
this,
out,
I'd also
immediately
help.
take it. Yeah,
I'll
like
also
you all
give
like
some
start
rations,
offering
yeah.
food. They immediately
Yeah.
like claw at it and they eat, and they you see one of these wolves like looks up at you and just goes,
You are kind. We will remember.
Are you being held here against your will?
you see they kind of like look confused, and like this particular wolf like looks up at you and just goes,
God, yes. But we are fed. We are safe. We have shelter.
Wouldn't you like to be free though?
as you ask that, I will ask for this would be a persuasion now with advantage since you're talking.
Okay, well, not really good of a way of just asking if they would like to be free.
Yeah, but this is more like how amenable are you looking? to
Okay,
them?
17.
That's not bad at all. You see, they look.
And I don't even have any modifiers. It's just
Yeah. They just go.
Freedom. Yes. Do you mean to take us under your chain?
No, I would just set you free and you can leave.
Again, the wolves share a look and they go,
Yes. Free us.
We'll look to the others and be like, can you help getting the chains off? And we'll just look at the wolves and my friends are going to help you. Please sit still. It's okay. Don't worry, it's fine.
Astrid will immediately help. Like she's like,
Are the chains?
Yeah, they're around their necks.
Are they on collars? The chains? Can the collars be taken off?
No,
Yeah.
they're not collars. They are like wrapped chains around their necks.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they'll try and get them off.
Yeah, you get the chains off, and as they get free, they like just like kind of like saunter around the room for a second, like enjoying the freedom, like preening their neck, and they all like look at you and go,
You're here to kill them, aren't you?
Can you tell me more about them? What we should look out for?
Their leader is big. The leader is there.
and you see turns their head to point at the fissure UBC's investigating.
Okay.
He keeps this place empty so he can run if his pack dies.
Well, is there any weak points we can go for?
If you go from here, he won't see it coming if you're quiet. You can use that. He's not kind like you. He kills his own men if he needs to. He would kill us if he needs to. So we are free, and we will leave. You shouldn't linger. You might die.
Yeah, I'd rather be somewhere else, but I suppose we have
And
a job
you
to
see
do. But
you see the one that's like kind of been talking to you, kind of comes up to you, and like kind of comes up and like licks your hand that still has like a little food left, and looks up at you.
If you are in these woods in danger, we shall find you.
And like with that, like they just kind of like almost like low squeal, and like just run out of the cave.
okay, yeah.
Q 6
Okay,
months
I
later
think-
when we're getting fucked. And
Three wolves roll
three
up.
wolves.
Yeah.
Three, maybe five by that point because they've had kids. So
Yeah.
Not how that
Are
works.
you turning everything into fucking stream? No.
no, I mean because
I'm saying,
I know
Yeah.
what you mean. But
Yeah.
yeah, no, it
Uh,
makes sense. I mean,
yeah.
Divana will relay with because obviously Divana was the only one to like hear what they were saying, so it will relay
Okay.
to everyone like that they said that if we go up there, like it might surprise, might be a good surprise attack.
Excellent. Yubisi pulls out his rope, ties it around his waist, like a good sturdy knot, like puts his, shield on his back, like ties the quarterstaff actually he makes sure he's got his short sword, swordbreaker, kind of at the ready, and then he's just gonna, he says, all right, I'm gonna climb up. I have the rope behind me. I'm gonna sneak up,
Yeah,
and then
wait,
anyone who wants to follow me. Yes?
we'll just put a hand on your arm. You'll be okay. You can do this, and we'll cast guidance.
All right.
All right.
So
And you smell like you smell roses as they do that.
Thank you. And thank you for helping me with the wolves.
Yeah, of course. Good luck. We'll follow shortly. I think.
I want to climb up, just kind of scale the side as quietly and as stealthily as I can. I've got +4 athletics. I've got +4 stealth.
So
whatever you want me to roll, but I
need
want to
two
make
rolls.
it
But yeah, go on.
2 rolls.
Sorry.
Got it.
Yeah.
No, I got you. Okay.
You want to make it what though? You were saying something?
I want to make it all the way up to the top.
Yeah.
And maybe try and find
like
a
just
rock
peek
to
over
tie
and
the rope to.
To help
if
everyone else
necessary.
up.
Yeah, to help everyone else up. That is the plan. And if it goes south, it goes south. But
you've got guidance, so maybe it will help.
First roll is an athletics check.
Athletics check.
And the second will be a stealth check.
Okay. The athletics check is a 19.
All right.
And then, what is it? Guidance, that's a D4, right?
Yeah.
And it works.
Yeah, D4 to whichever rule you want within the time.
And
I'm
going to add it. I might add it to the stealth roll. Let me see. I'm going to add the D4 to stealth roll.
All right.
Right now it's 12, but with the guidance, it goes up to another 4. So 12, 16.
Hell yeah, that's amazing. You start climbing your way up, and you get to the top, and you see this like big chamber in here. And this is in a dark room. You see on one end of the room, there's like sacks and crates of all kinds of like provisions and food stock and whatnot, like just kept in a corner in barrels and crates. And you see a lot of the crates and stuff have like this symbol of like a blue lion on them, like a blue and silver lion, which you won't be familiar with, but I will say you guys went to Fandolin. Around the town square, you would have seen a shop where the shop had the same symbol on it. You didn't walk in or anything, but you did see that symbol. So you see like there's like that symbol on a lot of these crates that are still like closed, like looks very much like, more loot from other ambushes probably in the past. And on one end you see some like, corpses like that are fully decayed and or like animal corpses and stuff, that seem to have been picked clean for food. You see in the center of the room this like big roaring fire. And let me just unfog that for you real quick. And let me just put the tokens down just so it's you get a better picture. Uh, da, 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 da. Mm, Man, sometimes this just works so slow and it's annoying.
It's all good.
You see, there's this. And yeah. So you see, there is this big, what you would know as a paladin at least, like this bugbear that is standing here. And one last little touch just because I like it. Because I don't know, I enjoy this stuff for no reason but the fact that it exists. But a little fire here. There you go.
Oh,
Aw,
I love
I
that.
love it. I
Uh,
love it too.
And we'll say you're like in this little alcove in the corner here. You see, he hasn't noticed you yet. This bugbear's there with like a little, like what looks like a domesticated pet wolf at his side, and two goblins that seem to be like almost semi-prostrate, like looking up kind of fearfully at him. And you see he's very angrily, like, stamping on the ground, and he's just like looking at these people and just goes,
Where is Scout? Who dare defy Clark? Clark will be thrown from your puny bones, little ones.
and he points at the goblins who are like fearfully looking up, and they're like,
We don't know. Scouts never came back, but no people either. They must have left Clark, big one, mighty one.
and Clark is looking down at these people, just like,
Find them, or you go into the feeding pit next.
and yeah, as he's saying this, you're hidden in the corner, tying up the
Yeah,
rope.
I
Yeah.
tying up the rope. I drop the rope down, and I drop the rope down, and then whoever is at the bottom of the pit,
Yeah.
I'm just gonna shake the rope as a symbol, which is pretty much come up now.
All right.
And then
Yeah, I think I'm gonna stand at the end of the rope, but like I'm gonna go last, but I wanna everyone who's going up, I wanna guide them as they go up. If I'm allowed.
For sure. If you're moving quickly, also you can guide one of them.
Oh, okay.
Not gonna let you spam it on 5 people.
I mean, yeah, but I mean, to be fair, if everyone like goes up and immediately uses it, I get to cast it again. But, yeah,
I know.
I'll do one. Okay, I'll then do Jasper.
Cool.
Yeah.
So everyone climbing up, because Yabisi was able to attach the rope successfully, you can roll athletics with advantage, and then just a flat stealth roll after that.
Question. Can I see
will,
the? Oh,
As
Yeah.
sorry.
No, just
Mike, go
for it.
first.
No, you go. You go. I was going to say I will. As Divana touches me and gives me guidance, I will in return give her bardic inspiration.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Or give them bardic inspiration. Sorry.
Cool. Thank you. She's fine too, but yeah.
All right.
Yeah. My question is, can I see the top from standing at the bottom?
Yes, 100%. Are you gonna step up?
Yes. So I would like to just skip the athletics check and just face step up there.
Yeah, you can skip it then. Roll me your stealth check straight up then.
Yeah.
So was it athletics with advantage and then stealth?
Yes, correct. I'm gonna just start asking one by one. We'll start with Sapphire. What was your athletics?
Athletics 19, stealth 11.
Okay, you are getting up there. Jasper, what about you?
Athletics was 23.
All right. Not bad at all.
And stealth, I will do now.
Yep.
Stealth is at disadvantage, so I'll use my d4 on that as well.
Oh, yeah, you have a shield up, right?
Maybe no point. Yeah.
All right. Yep. That's
yay.
all I need.
So natural 1.
No.
Also, just so I know, shield counts as armor, and if you like, this is me thinking raw. If you wear armor, you are not proficient in. Technically, I don't think you can cast spells.
What?
Wait, what?
Oh, really?
I might be wrong. Let me just double check.
Okay. I know it
happened
gives
to me with Gale.
disadvantage to any
That happened to me with Gale and
like
Baldur's
strength or
Gate.
dex-based thing. But...
Oh, yeah.
Leave the shield behind. It's fine.
Just leave the shield behind.
I don't understand.
Yeah, I mean, if that is the
honestly
case,
thought
I will
bards-
leave the shield behind. It's
Yeah, I thought the bards were.
because I'm College of Law, I think.
Oh,
Uh,
what? That's so weird. Because I have a buck. Bards can use bucklers.
Yeah, you have disadvantage on any ability check, saving throw, attack roll that involves this thing, and you can't cast spells.
Keep it
However-
behind.
then
It's fine.
I have not had a shield equipped.
No, what I was gonna offer you instead was, if you want, like, because Jasper has been like this traveled, like, seafaring bard, I'll let you just be able to have a shield and cast spells if you give me just, I will say, just a charisma roll. Like, that's a spell mod, right? So yeah.
Oh, yeah, let's see then. Straight charisma roll. Come on. Probably not.
Yeah, well, with the 10, I'll say, yeah, you won't have a shield up. I'll say you can take the nice stealth roll then, so it's not a crit fail. But so that's what, a 10 plus
Yeah,
13, right? Okay.
Perfect. So,
You don't have a shield up, but you are hidden. We'll start moving you guys up.
that's fine.
What did Estrogen get?
12.
12. All right. And you see at this point, it starts also getting packed up here.
I mean, yeah.
Sapphire rolls are here.
Now, as
yeah.
people are coming up and he's threatening them, what I wanted to do was just slide out of the shadows right here while drawing my short sword and just ambush him.
I'm not even up yet, please. I cannot heal yet.
I hear it, but there's like no room.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
true.
yeah.
There's no room, yeah.
No
That's
room.
true.
Oh,
I think like
if I-
Lana's like just getting up and then hears like commotion. It's like, oh shit.
Oh, shit.
I think if I see UBC go for the attack ambush, I will also go for my attack then, as part of surprise attack.
So, okay, let me think on that, because Ubisi was here long enough that he could like get into position to like do a thing.
Yeah.
I'm thinking like the people climbing up, will they have time? Let me, I'll do a roll. Actually, what we can do then is everyone give me fresh
That's never
initiatives.
Yeah.
If you have higher initiative than Clog, then I will give you ambush.
Fuck off.
No. Sorry, guys. I just didn't want him to kill these goblins while everybody was sneaking up.
I don't think I can
Ouch.
roll yet because I'm not up. Right? I don't think I can roll.
No, you
initiative
roll.
yet.
You also
Yeah,
roll.
it just you can roll.
Oh,
Everyone
okay.
roll.
I got a
Yeah.
10.
Okay, wait.
Damn.
That's why I
I
asked for
didn't
march
mean-
order. Whoever's going last will have a delayed turn, essentially.
I got a 12.
okay.
I'm going
again.
last.
Shoot.
I
Guys,
have
I'm
a
sorry.
Mm.
I feel like I messed up the ambush. Did I mess up the ambush? I messed up the
You're
ambush.
good.
It's fine.
I think it's because this space is too small
Okay.
space is
to
too
get
small.
everyone up here. It's too small. I can't.
Okay, so looking at the situation, these rolls are not inspiring. But I
You
will
know
say,
what?
Oh,
Can I
wait,
just
can I-
say
can I-
Yabisi screams And like I feel bad because I felt like I ruined this encounter for everybody when all I wanted to do was.
I think you're fine. Like, see, here's the thing. I can let you know as DM. Once everyone was climbing up, someone was gonna get spotted just getting pushed in. So you getting a free turn to attack is still something good. So I will say you get one free like turn, right? Like you get a surprise action here.
I cannot not up yet. I wouldn't make any sense to add my bardic inspiration to my initiative to guess because I'm not. That wouldn't make any sense, right?
What's that? Say again.
I have my bardic inspiration still. I've not used it, but I could. I don't think it's any point in me adding it to my. But I'm not up yet. So I couldn't be. How can I be part of a surprise attack if I'm not?
So basically, part of your movement is gonna be climbing up. Is how it's gonna work now.
Yeah.
Okay, but I can still. Okay, I can add it to my initiative.
Hell yeah! I'll let you do that for sure.
No, actually, I think because I'm not an attack rate, I'll wait. I'll keep because it's also saving throws and stuff for an attack rolls, isn't it? Mm-hmm. Okay, then I'll leave it. I'll leave it for that.
Yeah, D6.
Sounds good. In which case, first your BC take your surprise, and like you see as he's like screaming, he turns like what, and like you just come running out with your weapon.
Okay. Ubisi goes in, coming out of the shadows with Stormbreaker, and just goes in to stab him as quickly and efficiently as possible.
Hell yeah.
Actions. All right, Stormbreaker. Come on. Hit. No.
It's a surprise attack, right? So
yeah.
you have advantage.
Surprise, you have advantage. Sorry, yeah. I forgot.
I was literally about to say. I believe. Oh,
I know.
You come in with like this swing, he's like, what?
Just like,
and he just ducks out of the way, picking up his like morning star at the same time as he ducks out. And that is your little surprise. As that happens, he looks like, there you are. And top of turn order is his turn.
Oops.
However, because again, like this is how Wizards of the Coast like made this fucking mini dungeon, which is very funny to me because they just gave you a way to get to like the quote unquote boss of the encounter immediately, skipping most of the dungeon, which is good, but also bad in the sense like he can't do his surprise shit or anything. So good for you though. He's gonna take a swing at you, coming down with a morning star in retaliation.
Yeah.
14 misses you, I believe.
14 misses. So, like, as he comes in, Ubisi's buckler just slides off his back, down the side of his arm, and he just goes cling and knocks aside the morning star. And he's like, second shot is a charm. As I, like, get ready to, like, rear up my sword again, and that is my defense.
Then, because of initiative, the next turns are the goblins, then the wolf.
Well.
So the goblins seeing this immediately also take up arms. This guy's gonna move back here, and he's gonna take an arrow shot on Jasper. I'm assuming a 22 hits you.
Just hits. If only I'd had that shield.
Yes. That is a 5 damage to you, piercing. This one...
Flesh wound.
This one is gonna shoot Sapphire coming up. As you like just peek your head up, there's an arrow coming for you. Unnatural 20 to hit. Unnatural, I will clarify again. And that is... Oh, that is max damage.
No.
That is 8 piercing damage to Sapphire.
Sapphire's down already.
Sapphire's down. That's okay.
Is Sprout joining us for this encounter? I need another cleric.
Sprout's in initiative. I have it ready. Don't worry.
It's the first turn.
The wolf is going to run up and attack Ubisi with advantage because of pack tactics. Okay. Misses. Just comes to like bite at you and just fully like whiffs.
Yeah.
That is all of their turns. Divana, you're up. You just hear a
Ah.
screaming and fighting and a thud as Sapphire drops.
Okay. I mean, how much movement do I need to get up then?
So this will basically count as difficult terrain plus the athletics. So first, give me the athletics. Actually, wait, I'll move
That
Sprout
was
like behind you.
that was a
Yeah.
16.
Yeah. So you
Yeah.
get up using half your movement essentially, and you get up till here.
Okay. Cool. Yeah, I get up, immediately see the chaos, and it's like immediately stressed again. I will cast. Oh shit! No, that's my. Fuck. Wait, how much? How much did Sapphire? Sapphire is -2 now, right?
No, I think Sapphire should be
Yep.
exactly 0.
No, -2.
No,
minus
no,
two.
you weren't
-2
at
because
full. You
yeah,
weren't at
She
full.
had 6.
yeah.
Yeah.
I then I only have one spell slot. I'm sorry.
Remember,
I'm gonna,
you can use Spell the Dying.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna. That's what I'm gonna do. I was gonna guess a spread of that because I only have one spell slot and I want to save it for. I mean, yeah.
How do you
Oh.
only have one spell slot? We had a long.
I used on Speak of Animals. I used the spell.
Oh, I forgot we're level 1.
I
Gotcha.
knew.
Yep.
Yeah.
Speak with animals means that's half your power gone.
I know. And I
Also-
made that
Oh.
consideration when I did it, but I didn't want those dog or wolf to come after us as well. Yeah, so I will lay down next to Sapphire and we'll cast Spread of Dying for now, so at least you don't have negative. So his little pinkish warm glow goes over Sapphire and stabilized. Yeah, I think that is pretty much it.
turn.
Yeah, I mean,
Alright.
yeah, that's it.
Okay, next is Hike and Pike. I'm gonna do a roll to see if they can get up there. All right.
This is tiny.
Yeah, but it's the advantage thing. I'm just okay. Pike doesn't make it up. Fails the athletics. Hike is able to get up and get just in front of Jasper, and you see, runs in front of you. Jasper looks over to you as he's passing by, kind of smirks at your arrow wound, and he just goes, "If it was that easy to put you down, I would have done it myself." A modicum of respect in that almost. He yeah, you undying to this. I tried to fight you, and turns in front of the other two goblins, and has that look of nothing personal, and just takes a arrow shot out at this guy down here.
Nothing personal.
That is 5 damage from Hike. That goblin
Let's
isn't
go.
dead, but pretty low. You see it just immediately coils down in pain, just what the fuck? I thought you were on our side, kind of a thing. And that is both of their turns. Next is Yabisi.
Yabisi is just he's dodge the wolf. He's block the morning star. He's got Stormbreaker in his hand, and he just sort of just in a few quick moments tosses the blade in the air for 2 seconds, catches it, and then just goes to upward arc around his throat.
Roll to hit.
Really quick. Come on.
Come on and slam.
16.
16 hits.
16 hits. All right, here we go. All right, a total of 5 hit points of damage.
5 damage. All right.
And then he is.
Just, It doesn't get his
Boom,
throat as he's
boom.
also trying to parry you. It gets his chest, and there's just a big gaping wound.
Yes. And then as I say to him, I'm gonna shout. No, I'm just gonna just go in and you just see Yabisi get focused on taking this guy down. And then that will be my turn. Actually, well, I'm gonna take a 5-foot. No, that's gonna upset the wolf. Never mind. I won't do that. Let's stay right there.
All right. That's your turn. Next is Sprout. I'm going to roll athletics. All right, that's good athletics. Now let me look at the sheet real quick. All right. Sprout is gonna make their way up, kind of into the rocks. They're small enough. I'll say they fit there, and is gonna cast Cure Wounds on Sapphire. Sapphire, but that's, I think, your full health. That's a heal for 13.
Hell yeah.
So
Mm-hmm.
you're still prone, so it'll be half your movement to stand up, but you are up now. And I don't think they have a bonus action. Let me double check. They do not. So that is your turn. Next is Jasper.
Okie dokie. I'm not gonna rinse and repeat yet. 'cause I don't think
I was expecting a sleep spell, I'm not gonna lie.
No, Jasper is going to move up to engage this goblin dude, like move past Hike, and going to take a swing with his long sword,
Mm-hmm.
and he's going to miss probably because that's an
Yeah.
awful roll.
You hear Hike laugh at you from behind you. Like, he
and I'll
cares
kind of
way
look
more
back
about
at
this
Hike.
rivalry than Jasper.
I'm like,
I'm more
okay,
invested
you
in this
show me-
rivalry.
you show me how it's done next time. Yeah, you show me how it's done next time, and I'll give Hike Bardic
Oh.
Inspiration.
Oh,
Oh.
Oh, I say,
big-
and I just like as soon as you do that, I'm just gonna say Hike 1, Jasper 0. Like while I'm still looking at, the big bad guy Clog in the eye.
oh, all right.
And that's me done.
That's your turn. Sapphire, you're up.
Sapphire is going to sit up and breathe and just gasp, Undertaker style. Oh fuck! Oh fuck! Okay. Just look around while still sitting on the floor. Whip out a dagger. Quickly, just nick up near the elbow, and use that drop of blood. Fling it towards Crag and cast Bane on the wolf, Crag,
Okay.
and the one goblin who has not been damaged.
Okay, so charisma saves, right?
Yeah, it's 13, I believe.
Well, they don't have charisma, let me tell you.
Yeah, 13.
Funnily, the wolf makes it, goblin and clog don't make it.
Hell
Let's
yeah.
go.
Wolf Riz.
The wolf race with the -2, but rolling a 19 on the die. But yeah, those two are Bane. Let me mark the Bane just so I remember. Bane. Bane.
What that does?
Bane is whenever they attack or have a saving throw, they have a -D4 to their checks. It's the
Lovely.
opposite of a bless. Is that your turn, Sapphire?
I think Sapphire is going to also. Who is closest to Sapphire right now? I guess Sprout, right?
Sprout and Divana.
Yeah.
would be
So he's just gonna reach over and grab Sprout's shoulder and be like, "Help me up," and slowly get back to her feet. And
Chose the smallest person to be helped up by.
yeah.
Oh,
and get back up to her feet, and then just look at Crag
Yeah.
and just call him a piece of shit. That's it.
Icing out the cake.
Yeah, and no, just actually more like go to UBC and be like, take his weapon
What is
and show
What
him
did
what
I
a
do?
piece of shit he is.
I'm assuming that's Jasper drawing something.
Jasper's planning.
Jasper.
So that was a cease not knowing how D&D Beyond works. Don't
Don't
worry
worry
about it.
about it.
Sapphire is at this point pure
Yeah, not me this time.
completely team UBC gets the Morning Star.
Yes.
Yes. Get the morning star. Oh yeah.
All right. That's your turn. And then it is Estrogen. As Clog is just like angrily looking across this crowd to Sapphire now.
I'm trying to figure out if there's a space that gets me within 10 feet of. Yes, there is.
Yes, there is.
10 feet of Clark and the goblins, but not the wolf and not my teammates. That should be this point here next to the goblin, right?
Just ping it once for me. Double click.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like here, right?
I mean, I was thinking, yeah.
I will let you know. The way you'll have to move, you will take 2 opportunity attacks.
We'll see about that.
That's fine.
Yeah, that's fine. Don't even worry about that.
So you move.
No, I'm not moving. No,
You
I
just-
will use Chase Step as a bonus action
There you go.
Oh,
and just basically like Estrogen just
you get 2 of those.
steps back into the wind, like just steps back, disappears in petals, appears at that place, and that is, god damn it, I'm so bad at interface. I finished my face step, and I will cast. I will cast. Wait, here. I will cast Arms of Hadar. Hadar?
Let's
Hadar?
go. Yeah, that's strength
Um,
saves, right?
Strength saves in a 10-foot sphere. Yeah.
Mhm.
All right, that's a great use of that spell. I never see players use that well. That's great.
Yes.
Okay, Clog, nat 20.
What? Who's it?
Clog, the boss.
What about the goblins?
Nat 20. Well, we'll see for the goblins.
Both the goblins fail.
Okay, cool. So yeah, like I guess like those same petals that I just stepped will start coming out of my body, but then immediately turn into the fucking tentacles and eyes and skin,
Yep.
and just
Yeah. Roll your damage, I believe. 2d6.
I think Sapphire is at this point equal parts terrified and aroused. He's like,
Don't say it. I knew
what
it. I
the
knew you'd
fuck?
say it.
yeah, that's fair.
Max
10 damage.
damage.
Okay, so both of these goblins are dead. As these arms come out and just lash these tentacles, and they just start screaming in pain as they just get squished, and they're gone.
And then I just turned to my party and like,
And you
Vanna looks
Cloud
mildly
just fully
terrified.
Yeah, like just sort of Yabisi's eyes is like, oh no. Could the nicest one among us be the most dangerous?
Hey.
her head is just like, I did good.
All righty then. Next up, we have Clog. He's still locked in this melee with UBC, so he doesn't have options. Yeah, he looks like he's surrounded. He's just trying to clear the path ahead. He just looks down at UBC and will go for another just whack. And that's hitting, I believe.
Oh no.
minus
What do you
D4.
18.
Minus D4.
Minus D4. Yep. Thank you
Minus
for reminding
D4.
me. That is a 16 now.
That just hits. My armor class is 16.
You see the whack come slashing in, and let's see the damage. Oh! I think you're down. Let me just check.
I'm down. I might be down.
14 damage.
Oh, he's got me down. I'm down. I'm down in
Alright.
one shot. So, like, what I would like to think is that he just comes down with the Morning Star. Yabisi comes up with the shield confidently, but the force is so strong, he just
The
crumbles
blunt
on the
force
ground.
past the shield.
Like, yeah, and he's
Yeah.
just like, boom, and then you hear maybe his arm break, like as he just, like, Yabisi just hits the ground in one shot, blood spattering on the ground.
Yep. You just see
I am
UBC
in
like with the
negative
thud
2.
drop down. Oh. The goblins are dead, not their turn. Then it's the wolf's turn. Since you're down, the wolf sees this terrifying entity known as estrogen and is gonna run at run at them and is gonna bite.
That's not gonna be hard.
11?
Yeah, that's it.
I'm
I'm not meant
No,
Yeah.
wait, minus
I'm
D4.
not meant for physical
Minus D4.
combat.
Not
rolling.
to
I'm
be
rolling.
that person.
That's cool.
Yeah, no, it's okay.
9.
Meets it.
Oh.
Yeah.
Dude.
It's fine. I don't.
Oh
I
no.
just.
That is 8 damage to you.
Oh, I'm still alive.
Roll me a strength saving throw.
Oh my god. That's a 13, maybe.
13, you're good. Like, it just bites into you, just like, you are bleeding horribly with this bite on you, but you're still up.
I think I've understood what a glass cannon is.
Yeah.
It is you.
Yeah.
Next is Devana.
Right. I'm going to first cast Healing Word on Jasper. So the wind like this wind comes into the cave almost and sort of brushes past Jasper, and you will heal. One second,
Say though.
You're 4 points of hit points, and then I'm going. That was my bonus action. And then I'm going over. I'm moving a little closer, almost like behind
Yeah.
the stalagmite, sort of like try and touch your BC to cast Spread of Dying. So also this like pale sort of
For sure.
pink light comes over. Yeah, so
You
now you're
BC, you
stable.
are stable at 0.
Yeah, and that's my. Well, I'm gonna just stay behind the stalagmite a little bit because I'm scared. And that's my turn.
All right, then we have Hike, who's gonna step up to his boss and is gonna take a swing with a gnarly
D6.
fucking scimitar. He doesn't need it. That's an 18 to hit.
Oh.
Doesn't need it yet, I should say, but that is 4 more damage to the bugbear. And at which point again he just like kind of looks at you like, that's how you do it. And then you see Pike will make his way up finally. He gets here. He's gonna shoot at Clog, seeing the situation, and misses. That's your BC. Your turn gets kept. Essentially, you're stable.
Oh, Devana, how long does talk to animals last?
An hour.
10 minutes. No, wait. I think 10 minutes, but isn't it only directed at the ones you've chosen before?
Let me double check.
Oh, okay.
Or is it cast on
It's
you?
10. It's 10 minutes. Is it a cast on me? Oh yeah, it is a cast on me.
So it's still
you're
active.
right.
You have. I'll
Because
say
I
like
was-
you have 9 minutes left technically.
You're right. I thought it
Yeah.
was on that because I was thinking like, oh, it would be nice if I could like do something with this fucking wolf.
No, you can. Well, it can
Yeah.
at least understand you. I mean, we're in the middle of a combat, but
Yeah, well, I would imagine at least when Devana saw Estrogen with the wolf, would have shouted something along like "Don't hurt each other" or something like that. Not that it would be maybe wouldn't be as effective. Maybe the wolf would be like, "What the fuck? Why can I understand this person?"
You never
But
know.
yeah, what if she would have shouted something like "Stop! Don't do this" or whatever. But yeah, it's not my turn anymore, so.
No worries. I will say, if you do want to try something with the wolf, you can use your action to try a diplomacy thing. But we also move on to Sprout's turn, who's gonna use Sacred Flame on Clog. So Dex save for him. Okay, he makes it, so nothing happens. Unfortunately, that is their turn. They don't have a healing word, right? Let me just double check. Yeah, they don't. Okay. Jasper, you're up.
Yeah. Having completely failed with trying actually to hit things with attacks, I'm going back to the old sleep again and casting it obviously behind these
Yeah.
two to make sure it only gets them.
Go for it.
So 5d8 and hope it's enough to drop one of them at least.
Yeah, you'd have to roll well to get both for sure.
But they have lower hit points now because we hit them.
You
Yeah.
see, you go to cast the
19.
spell, and as like the magic kind like comes out from you, you see the wolf is like snarling at Estrogen and just like slowly just like falls over and just starts drooling, and you see for a moment Clark's eyes kind of get like blurry and just like and just fully just hits himself in the face and shakes it off, and he's still up.
That'll do.
Yeah. Any bonus actions movement?
I'm going to move myself kind of
Yeah.
over here. No, just move to the other side of the room.
All right. Next is Sapphire.
Wait, so is the wolf asleep or no?
Wolf is asleep.
Okay, cool.
It's like,
All right. Sapphire is going to step out here even, directly across Crag through the fire.
Yeah,
Look
like you
up
just
at
see
this.
like every now and then just the shape. But yeah.
Look up at the sky and be like, "You fucked me over enough," or
Ceiling.
like the roof, whatever.
Yeah.
You fucked me over enough. Help me this one time, and I'm going to cast Guiding Bolt at Crag. Oh no way!
Hi.
That's a nat 20. Okay, because it's a nat 20, I'm gonna ask for something specific from you, Sapphire. I need a D100
Oh shit! Okay.
because of what you said and what you just did. That needs a D100.
That's a 40. It's a 4. Oh, shit.
4.
That's good, right? Lower is better?
I don't like Tan's
Okay.
expression.
I don't like Time's expression at
I
all.
almost choked on my drink. You say that, and as you kind of go to like coil the power in your hand and you go to like cast the spell, everyone else would see like this silvery white, almost platinum light begins to like cascade into Sapphire's hand and fires out. And as it does so, Sapphire, you hear a voice, just you, saying, My child, I thought you were lost. Whatever hostility you bear towards me, I am sure it is justified. But please, do not fall further into any path that is not right. You are finding your own path, yes. But know that you are always welcome in my court. Know that what has happened to you can be fixed in due time. And I know that we can work together to make amends for both our mistakes. Please, let us talk soon. And you see it flies out. Roll your damage, please.
Do I get to respond to the voice or no?
If you want to, for sure.
The only mistake I see is you abandoning me for so long. I prayed for years. I don't even know how long it was. For years, for decades, centuries even. I prayed for a sign, for anything. And you gave me nothing. And after all of that, I don't want a place at your court anymore. I just want what is mine. I want my life back. I want to be who I was again. I think that's all.
You hear back one last thing as you say that. You just hear the voice go, "After we parted, you left my sight and my sense. I did not even know where you were. I did not hear any of these prayers you said to me. I did not know where you went. I lost many children that day, and I thought I lost you as well. And if you want no place in this court, if you just want your life back, that is fine. Just remember, or will try to remember, when you say you want back who you were, think hard on who you were, what you were capable of, and what you stood for. And I am certain we can find a middle ground. I know buried in your heart there is that reasoning that you deny. And I know once you find it, we can actually have a dialogue." And at that, you can feel almost that connection again dissipates away. Like it's still very fragile and weak, whatever it is. And in that split-second moment, your bolt of divine power flies out. Jesus.
Shit! At level 1?
Holy shit! What? How is
So-
that allowed?
It's called cleric
Okay.
spells at low level. All right. Okay. Great.
I think the guiding bolt that emanates, it you see like this shining, shimmering light forming in Sapphire's hand, and almost like turns into a ball, and he tosses it from one hand to the other, and then he swallows it before expelling it from his mouth, and that's how the guiding bolt hits Crag.
You see, you just like hark it loud, and as you open your mouth, like
Yeah,
this
literally like
flash of
hawk to
platinum
on
light.
him, yeah.
No.
You didn't have let him do this,
I was
man.
with you till you said that.
You didn't have let him
What
do
did I
that.
miss?
And hawk toward the platinum breath. And you see it fly out, just so you know, everyone watching also, with the rules we're using. That is 60 radiant damage, not 30, because that's a crit. So
Jesus
you
Christ.
basically described how you want to do this. So basically, everyone sees this fire pit for a moment just like is split wide like a fucking sea as this light, like just platinum light, fires through. This guy looks over and gets eviscerated point blank. Like you just see him disintegrate into nothing as holy light just burns through him. And as that happens, firstly, combat technically ends because the wolf is asleep. As Clog is gone, there is nothing left.
Oh.
Except for his
How do you
weapon.
do
Oh.
that?
Except
I
for his
mean-
weapon.
His weapon.
So it's a crit, so I'll allow it. But just so you know, it's a basic ass weapon. It would have gotten nuked as well. But sure,
You
I'll say his weapon drops to the
disintegrated
ground.
him.
No, it's because it's just for Sapphire
You-
wants
You
UBC
aimed
to have
it
it.
perfectly, and
Yeah.
the weapon falls to the ground as he
Clank,
disintegrates.
clank, clank.
And that is combat. it is eerily quiet once more, except the like flickering and roaring of the fire and the very low snoring of a wolf.
I don't feel bad about the shit I've done anymore.
That wolf is only asleep for a minute.
Yeah.
Okay, does anybody like heal me or get me up? I'm all out of.
I'll say you were stable, so you're up at 1 regardless.
Oh, okay, cool, awesome.
Yeah.
Let me just.
I think Divana, if the wolf starts
Jack-
to rouse, we'll go over slowly, calmly
Okay.
to the wolf to try and maybe.
I just slowly like pull myself up. Oh my gosh, he hit hard, really hard, and like I
It's okay.
sheath my
I took him
blade
out.
and I pick up the Morning Star,
Hell yeah.
put it over my shoulder. I will add it to my sheet.
Go for it. You can add a morning star.
It's a. Are you okay, BC?
Barely.
Okay, that's nice.
Did you get them?
Something like that, yeah. He's
Okay.
he's not who won't be a problem anymore.
I don't think he'll be anything
You
anymore.
see, Hike and Pike are fully jaw dropped. Like, what the fuck? They're just standing there. Why are we here?
Oh god.
All right. Yeah. Oh, hold on. Let me. I'm just so excited about having this Morning Star. Like I feel like I earned it. Took me out in one shot. Just like
It claimed you and you claimed it.
like what?
No, when I first saw the damage on it, I thought it was giving me double damage because I rolled a crit. But then I checked again to make sure, and I was like, "Oh shit! No, this is 8d6 damage at level 1."
How do you get 8d6 at level 1? I don't understand.
I have no
Double the
idea.
die.
There's something wrong here.
There's got to be something going on.
Yeah.
But you are left here.
Well,
there
that's
is
you
a
telling
wolf
us.
that's about to wake up. What do you want to do?
Mike, did you want to say something?
I was going to say that I'd come over with you and kind of try and hold the wolf while you're trying to talk to it as it's stirring. So
Yeah. I was just trying to.
gently but firmly.
Yeah. You see, this wolf is slightly bigger than the ones down in like the kennel, essentially. And you see, as this one's like waking up, it's just like kind of like looks up.
Easy. It's okay. It's okay. We're not gonna hurt you. It's fine. It's okay. You're fine.
Where's Clog? Where is Clog?
He's gone. I'm sorry. It's okay. Are you hungry?
Like a single tear shed from its side.
Aww, baby. Are you hungry?
No.
Okay. Sorry. He was. I mean, I guess you cared for him, but he was hurting a lot of people. Wasn't good.
Survival. I understand.
Do you? We can bring you. We can set you outside, set you free outside if you want to go, or if you don't like being alone, you can come with us.
Roll me a persuasion again.
Where's my d20?
Ask it for its name.
Please have a bardic inspiration.
Oh yeah, I have that still. True. Wait. That is. What was
He
it?
comes together to adopt the wolf.
15.
15. You see, it looks up just.
Travel with you. Where?
Wherever the wind takes us, I guess. You get to see some of the world. Do you have a name?
My name is Ripper.
Oh, that's a cool name. My name's Divana.
Divana.
And I think like everyone else just hears Devana like also like growl at this dog, at this wolf. That's just what it sounds like.
Just growling back and
just
forth.
growling at each other. Yeah.
While that interaction's going on, I'm gonna be like, Hike and Pike, let's investigate. And I'm gonna start looking around over here to try and find like any clues about where Rockseeker might be, and to just start putting stuff in the pouches so that we can return it to.
Yeah. With them helping you, I'll say that's investigation with advantage.
We get the wolf. Okay.
This is not actually my strong point, but better to do something than nothing, right? Come on. Well, glad I had advantage. 17.
17. Yeah. So you look around. There's some like loose stuff lying around that you like can just like pick up immediately. Which is 600 copper.
Whoa!
I mean, it's copper, but yeah.
Yeah.
110 silver. 2 potions of healing. And what looks like a jade statue of a frog with tiny little gold orbs for eyes. Like it's tiny, it's like this big. Actually, it's like this big. No, it's like it's smaller than a frog even. But yeah.
What kind of frog do you see?
This is a big frog, so you can get a frog that big.
Yeah, fair.
But yeah, so you gather that first. The other things you notice here are this seems to be all those like sealed crates still. You see there's a little carving underneath that like lion sign that says the Lion Shield Coster. It seems to be some kind of a shipment belonging to that, trading post or shop.
Okay.
But those are like a lot of crates. So like whenever you decide to like choose to like take them, that'll be like a full haul. Like you guys would all have to like haul them out to your wagon probably because it's a couple of crates. So while you're exploring, it'll probably like be rough to do that.
Okay.
Not the next room.
So coming to Devana's conversation again, see Ripper just like looks up and just goes,
"Fine, I'll travel. Show me where."
Yeah, that's fine. Well, we're heading. Well, I think we're gonna go all sorts of places. We'll take care of you. I promise.
What of my brothers?
Were they down in the cave?
Yes.
We set them free. They wanted to be free.
You see, there's a pause.
They should be around in the woods. They said that if we were ever in trouble, they were going to find us. So I'm sure if we go back in the woods, we can find them.
You see, there's a pause and he just goes,
No. Let them go. They should not leave the woods. They aren't strong.
Right. Okay. Well, they're free now.
Yeah. And Ripper has joined the party.
Yay! I've got therapy pet.
Yes.
Therapy pet who almost mauled me to death.
You say therapy pet, I say ha ha ha.
Oh no!
He did literally almost maul me to death. Just remember.
Yeah, true.
But as you guys are kind of like looting around and everything, you do notice there is a little path up here that seems to go further into like another cavern and another path.
Oh, I want to immediately go there.
With with UBC's investigation, you do see there seems to be like the northern side of the room in general has like blood stains on it, like dried blood at this point, but relatively fresh, probably like 2 days old. And you see around the bloodstains, there seems to be drag marks going down the steps there to the north and somewhere into a different room.
Right here?
Yes.
Okay. I am going to just Okay. Carefully, like, stealth up here and just take a peek into the room.
Yeah, you don't need to roll stealth because as you get up here, you see it's empty. You very clearly see what looks like a couple of like goblin short bows that just have been abandoned. They probably saw what's happening here and they just ran for it. And
I'm actually gonna pick up one of those.
yeah, go for it.
Is there a quiver nearby, or did they just?
Yeah,
drop bows
there's
up?
like a quiver of like 10 arrows or so. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna pick those up.
And you see
and motion to everyone else. As
Yeah, I'm gonna follow right behind. Like,
room
Yeah,
is room is empty. There's some bows and arrows here if anyone knows their way around a bow. If all those fails, we could probably barter when we get back into town.
yeah.
Hike and Pike, and I point to Hike and Pike if they need to refresh their arrows.
Yeah, you see they're already like picking a couple arrows up and stuff. You also see what they had warned you about in here. Like this is this dam of water built up around like these like slabs of stone and rocks, and that's probably what they meant by, oh, if they spot you, they'll flood the place. They can just, you see there's like a very conveniently like set up mechanism, like a stick which you can use to like dislodge a bunch of rocks. And you can imagine it'll flow down that entire mainstream like canal that you guys walked through. But you do see
I have an idea.
Go for it.
So, all those crates are going to take some carrying, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or we chuck them in the mouth of that river, open the dam, and let it flow down.
I will say, you don't know if they will get damaged in that.
Ooh.
what if it's like books?
That is a great idea, except for whatever's in the crates might get wet and might get damaged, Jasper.
Probably will get wet.
Better than us carrying it.
You
Really?
do realize you can probably carry it out once you've dealt with the rest of the cave, maybe even,
Yeah.
Let's just get all of this
I
out.
mean, your BC.
Let's just get
So
all of
you
this.
look like you can stub your toe, you'd go down again.
Right.
I have a lot of potions and shit on you guys, by the way. I just want to clarify.
And Yubisi just goes, oh wait. He like goes in, pulls out one of the healing potions that he found, and like downs it. Just for like, oh, you have a point. Oop.
2d4 plus 2, yeah, you can do that. And
I think it's very funny that Estrogen is just standing right next to you, just completely bleeding out from multiple. Just watching you like do this.
And then I hand Estrogen the other healing potion.
Yeah, you can use that.
Just stealing his healing potions and using them right away.
You also see that it's a 2d4 plus 2. You also see there is a bloodied path that like you guys follow down here, going up into like this section, like down that tunnel.
Hold on. I heal 3. Oh wait, 2d4 plus 2. I heal 5.
Yeah,
I heal 5.
I'll also like reveal a bit more. Like, you see there's a path going up here which seems to be bloodied.
Okay, I'm slowly gonna follow that path.
All right. There's probably gonna be, yeah, for sure. Okay, that's a group stealth check once again, everyone, because you are a very big group now.
Right.
We are.
That's not gonna be fun.
Uh, 12.
12. Right. 16.
11.
15.
15. All right. The bulk of the party passed. So yeah, you guys are making your way through that place. As you do, you firstly like come across like this like long winding, like not like winding, but like this rickety bridge. which you make your way across. Again, there seems to be more like abandoned shit here. Someone clearly ran away from here as well. And you keep making your way down this like tunnel. The blood splatter is getting like less present, but they're still there. Probably like it started to dry up after a point. And you eventually make your way over to like another opening of a chamber of sorts. And before you even get a look in, it's very dimly lit, by the way. So non-dark vision people will have to deal with dim light, but it is dimly lit. And first thing that hits you is just a pungent smell of rotting food, purely cured hides, and just a bunch of just a pungent smell of people who have probably not been bathing.
Oh, I hope he's not
And
dead.
you look inside the room and you see it's like this large cave, which is kind of like divided in half, where one side of the cave is like up high, like 10 feet higher than the rest. And I'll show you the room at the very least. Hold on. So you see this room here, and you seem to have found what seems to be their like living quarters, like the goblins.
Oh.
Like you see like a little like fire with some like morsels of like food and whatnot. You see what looks like little like hay and straw put together for like little beds. You see over here there seems to be like a couple of goblins. Like you see 5 of them are just like sitting there like having a talk. They don't seem to be aware of what happened outside yet. And up here you see one goblin that looks kind of like they're in charge kind of goblin, almost looking down at them. And you see he's holding in his hands a man by the collar that you recognize as Silda Hallwinter. And you see he is battered and bruised, bloodied up. He has none of that like fancy armor or regalia, anything on him. He is in like tattered rags, and he's like barely conscious as this goblin is kind of just like grinning and hitting him for fun, essentially. And
I'm gonna pull out
Yeah.
that short bow,
mm-hmm.
pull it out, and then like quietly like aim. And who's behind me? Is Sparkling behind me?
Sparkling
Sorry.
isn't here.
I mean, not
Sparkling's
Sparkling.
probably
I mean,
dead.
I don't. Some of the icons
You don't know that.
have like silhouettes, and they don't have art, so I don't know who's
I know.
behind me.
Yeah, behind you is Sapphire.
Sapphire. Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna whisper to Sapphire, so they can pass this information. I'm just gonna be like, "There's 5 goblins, just being social. They're in their sleeping quarters. One goblin has the human that we're looking for hostage and is beating him up for fun. I'm gonna take that one out. Let the rest of the group know, and like." Sort of
advantage, yeah.
Really, boom, and then just play group telephone to let everyone else down the chain know what's happening before I actually do.
Yeah.
The message just changes. If every person, the message just changes.
It's just like
Yeah, it just changes.
the last message is your PC is gonna kill everyone.
Yeah.
All right.
Roll to hit, advantage with a short bow.
I'm rolling a roll. Oh
Yeah.
yes.
Can I also hit one of the goblins at the same time? Or
I'll say it's a very thin corridor, so no.
okay, cool.
Yeah. Just for reference,
18.
this guy here. 18 hits. Roll damage.
No.
You roll a 5.
No.
Oh, okay.
Just
You see, you
3.
fire off an arrow. It like hits him at the side. He drops Zelda immediately, looks over at you, yells out something in Goblin to everyone as Hike whispers from behind all of you. He said to combat. And that is where we will end our session, as all of these goblins line up at you. Next time we shall see what happens to good old Silda as he's being held over a like small cliff, essentially.
I had in my notes like he's probably dead, so now I need to change that.
But yes, we shall stop our session there. Next time we shall see what happens here, and then maybe once we're back in town, who knows, dealing with bandits. But regardless, I hope you all had fun playing, and I hope people had fun watching. This has once again been Dark Waters, and we are very early game, but things are already brewing. So, and once again, I have been your host and dungeon master, Tanfighter. You can find me at Tanfighter117 on Instagram or Twitter. Hit me up if you need any kind of voice acting shit done or actual play stuff, what have you, because that's what I do. And we can go round the table, see what all the lovely players are up to and all the fun things that they are a part of. So we'll again start with Hector.
Hello, my name is Hector, also known as Okami on the internet. I am the steward of the House of Dreams Twitch channel, which has a little bit, there's like one solo stream on there right now, but we have some amazing projects coming up. We've got the Roseport project, which has almost everybody that's at this table involved in it in some way. And we're also doing Power Rangers Mythic Force, which episodes will soon be dropping on Saturdays. We've already recorded the first episode. And more stuff to come. Please keep an eye out on the House of Dreams Twitch channel and my Twitter for more announcements.
Hell yes. Next up, Mike.
Cool. So I'm still Mike, at LumberjackK on Twitter. I don't have a huge amount in the pipeline at the moment, so I am definitely available for actual plays. You will be seeing lots of NFL-based posts because the NFL season is upon us, and I am still doing previews and predictions for NFL stuff as a day job, so keep an eye out for that if you're interested in American football.
Hell yes. Next up, Anna.
Hi, I'm Anna O'Reilly, whichever one you prefer. I use them pronouns, and I'm definitely human. You can find me literally anywhere at Peculiar Planets. I'm on pretty much every social media. I'm also often over at the Misadventures League. On Thursdays, we play Vampire the Masquerade at 8 p.m. Central European Time. I also do a lot of stuff in the Misadventures League. On Sundays, there we have Digimon games at 3 p.m. Central European Time. And tomorrow, I'm over at Lost Caravan, where we're playing a one-shot of Call of Cthulhu at 8 p.m. Central European Time. So that's really fun. And yeah, that's me.
Let's go. And next up, Cease. Can't hear you.
You did.
Oh.
Oh no!
No.
Oh no!
I was hoping to do Steve last because he knows things I don't, so he can talk more.
Yeah, she's back.
There she is. Yeah.
Do I exist?
Hey,
there you go.
yes, you're back.
Okay. Weird time for things to die out. Hi, I'm Assis. You can find me at Lesbianing. That's Lesbian Yearning. On Anywhere Relevant. I also don't have much coming up apart from this and the Roseport project. So please consider me for your Tita Pog APs.
Whatever you just said.
It's what we're playing right now, a Tita Pog.
I know. It just hurts my head. But yes, last but not least, Steve.
Okay, hello, I'm Steve, also known as Sassy Pants. I run Pantsless tables and do a bunch of other shit that I am totally not qualified for. But we've got a bunch of really cool stuff happening. Tomorrow, Oops All Bard Session 3, where we're fundraising for PCRF. Sunday, we start our Bludgeon mini-series. It was supposed to be 4 episodes. Now it's only 3 because of issues with IRL stuff. But once the Bludgeon series wraps up, we are doing a really cool... what is it called? Candela Obscura miniseries, DND by Hector, which is happening in September. And right after that is a Call of Cthulhu miniseries in October, which, by the way, is officially supported by Chaosium, which means that the entire cast and the DM gets access to physical copies and PDFs for the game. Plus, on top of that, they also get access to... on top of that, we get to do 4 giveaways for playbooks or some core books, something cool stuff. One episode,
I think
one
the core
per
book and the
episode.
PDF.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah. So Chaosium is officially supporting us, which is really cool. End of September, we are doing a big charity event for cause TBD, but it's most likely gonna be an Indian mental health organization based out of Delhi. They do really cool stuff, and I'm hoping to have confirmation by Monday because they still don't have a PayPal account, and without that, Tiltify is not going to work. So that might be an issue. And if they say no, fuck you, we can't do it, then of course we're going to continue our PCRF fundraiser because that's a very important cause. Yeah, I think that's basically all of it from us, from my end, from some Pantsless tables. We're gonna continue this raid train on over to Silver Unseelie, who is next in line for our raid train. Please support Jazz and the fundraiser if you can. Jazz is one of my closest friends, and he's been a mod on the Sassy Pants channel for almost 3 years now, since September 2021. So almost 3 years. And I met him through Pun. Pun is also one of my closest friends. So it's just if we can help friends, like we do a lot of good stuff for charity for a lot of different causes, but I feel like mutual aid is the best way to support actual people because you get to actually see where the money is going instead of a faceless corporation, which, okay, fair enough, faceless is a whole other thing, but a nameless corporation, and you don't know where exactly the money goes. So that's why we're also most likely going to transition into doing more mutual aid stuff going forward, most likely starting next year. We'll do at least one of our big fundraisers is going to be for mutual aid. That's the goal for now. Anyway, that's all from my end. Again, thank you so much for this session. I had so much fun. Can't wait to see what happens next session with 0 spell slots but 5 goblins to kill. So that's exciting. Yeah, let me just quickly set up the raid.
Next week.
Yeah.
It'll be fine.
Next week problem.
That's a
no.
next week problem.
Yeah,
That's a
we
next
actually
week
are back
problem.
next week, which is rare
Yeah.
because
Yeah,
Chaos
we're back to
Fridays is a thing that we're doing, which is our masks thing that is going on in the background. But anyway, enough of that. I am going to bounce. I know Anna, you need to leave as well. So, but the rest of you, if you could stick around to talk to, I think Meghna's already here for the cool stuff, which is going to super secret stuff happening for Pantsless tables in the future. Anyway, that's it. Thank you for vibing, and Steve out. Oh, you